Yeah, what's up, man? How y'all doing? What's going on? Yeah, let's talk about something real quick. Um, let's talk about the African culture. How some of us feel African women abroad have lost, their African values due to what we've been saying, you know, in different countries as regards how women have been, you know, placed in a constraint or in a difficult situation, and as a result, they react to what they've been placed on. So, my question right now is: do you think African women in diaspora, African women abroad, have lost their African values? And the reason why I'm asking this question is back in the day, from where we're coming from, especially we Africans, I'm an African in case you don't know, and I lived all my life in Nigeria, and I've seen relationships, marriages in Nigeria, and I've seen how women, behave towards their husbands and react towards situations, that arise at home. So now, here in America where I live, or overseas, we've seen women trying to equate themselves with their husbands. We've seen women trying to drag or fit into, you know, issues that are not meant for them. And now, as a result, men are beginning to think like, okay, if you want to keep doing this, if you want to keep acting like a man, or you want to keep acting like, oh, the Western world has really gotten into you, I will let this relationship, I will let this marriage leave. I will let this marriage go. I will let this marriage be. So now, what do you think as a female, as a lady you watching me right now? What do you think as a guy you watching me right now? Do you think African women abroad have lost their values because of what we see overseas, or you think is a technology world now where people have to leave the olden days, you know, the ancient days behind and move on with the new generation and move on with the new computer age and move on with the new system where women tend to have, authority or power over men in their homes. And now this whole power and authority in their homes are now really giving men the chance to rule or the chance to be a man in that family. So what is your take? I just want to really bring up this topic so we talk about it, and tell me your views, what you think. What is your own opinion? Do you think African women abroad have lost it, or you think it's technology world, we should give them a chance to do what they want to do? Now, it's like back in the day, we're not condoling, abuse. We're not condoling disrespect. We're not condoling cheat. We're not condoling, you know, domestic violence. We're not condoling negativities in relationships or marriages. But right now, let me tell you this. Back in the day when I was growing up, I grew up with my mom and my dad. My mom would not talk back at my dad. Is it because she was scared? That I don't know. Is it because she respected my dad so much that she could not spit back at my dad? Yes, she had respect for my father. I lived with my mom and my dad back in the day in Nigeria. My mom has never for once cursed at my dad disrespectfully outside in public or in the house. But right now, with this generation that we live in, women don't see those things as problems. Women don't really see it as issues no more. Women are quick to disrespect, man. Is it because they're making money on their own? Because back in the day, our parents, our moms were not making money. Is it because right now women are working almost the same hours that men are working? Is it because women are making their own money, they feel they can disrespect men? I want to bring this topic so we could talk and deliberate on it. Tell me what you feel. What is your own take? Let me know. Are women, African women, our women, losing it? Are they forgoing their values for the Western world values? Is it paying off or is ruining relationships and marriages? What is your take? Tell me what you feel. How you guys know what's going on? Your boy King Brian, let's deliberate on this issue. What are the things that you think are making women, lose their values and now upholding to the African values? Let me give you an instance. Here in America, I talk to men, we talk. I have friends, married men, single guys. I have people who tell me sometimes, oh, my wife has not cooked for 1 week. My wife has not cooked, that's why I'm buying food. My wife is not home, she's at work. That's why I'm buying food. My wife went to work, that's why I'm with the kids. My wife is doing this, is doing that, that's why I'm out here doing this. So my thing is, of what importance is it now? Is it of a positive outcome or a negative outcome? What do you think? Is it causing more harm than good or more good than harm? Let me know what you think. Men, married men overseas now live like single men, whether you believe it or not. Not too many men out there will tell you, go cook for me. If you don't cook, they won't even bother you. They'll go out there and buy food. But back home, where we came from, Africa, where we came from, I never seen my dad buy food from nowhere. My mom is always cooking. My mom is always washing his clothes. My mom is always cleaning the house. But right here in Western world, women don't see these things to be important anymore. Women don't do these things often. They just feel like, oh, if I don't do it, my husband will do it. If I don't cook, my husband will cook. If I don't wash the clothes, my husband will wash the clothes. If I don't wash the plate, my husband will wash the plate. Do you think we African men have forgotten the values that we have? And you think we African men, we are doing it because we want to do it or because we live overseas, so we do it and just swallow our pride? I'm telling you this for a fact. If you're a lady, you're watching me, if you leave the dish for your husband to wash, he will do it. He's going to do it. But let me tell you what comes to mind. If your husband is washing a dish right now, why is washing that dish? He's thinking of the values of the things that he was brought up with, the things that he saw his mom do, the things that he saw in Africa where he was brought up. So while your husband is washing that plate, washing that dish, he's thinking of, is this really marriage? Is this really the life that I want to live? Joke aside, he is not used to washing plates. He's not used to sweeping the house. He's not used to cooking for everybody to eat. But you as a woman, you think it's just normal. You think you're doing it because your husband likes it. He does not like it. 9 out of 10 men don't like it. They might tell you they like it, but they don't like it. That is not what African men are used to. So you watching me right now, you're an African woman. You've lost that value if you begin to tell your husband to wash the plates. If you begin to tell your husband to sweep the house. He's going to do it, but in his mind, he's not doing it because he loves to do it. He's doing it because he wants to just please you, but not please you because he loves it, but pleasing you because he feels you've lost that value. And he's going to keep doing it regardless until you pick up and know that he's not used to doing it and he shouldn't be doing it. We're going to cook. We'll cook. If you tell us to cook, we cook. Do we like what we're doing? We don't like it, but we don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. We'll do it, but we know you lost that value as an African woman that we are married to. Some people will say, oh, being an African man don't mean you can't cook. Being an African man don't mean you can't wash plates. Being an African man don't mean you can't sweep the house. Of course we can. But do you think you've lost the values that made you an African woman? Or the reason why your husband married you as an African man or African woman has been defeated? Share your thoughts. Tell me what you feel, what you think. What is your own take? If you're watching this video, share this video for me. Like this video. I want us to come together and analyze on this issue, this topic right now. Tell me what you feel. What is your own take? Tell me what your takes are. What is your take? Tell me what your takes are. Do you think we've lost it? Or you think the values remain? Or you think the values don't count? Or you think it doesn't matter? How about men treat their wives in the diaspora? Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But right now we're talking about values. Do you think African women have lost their values as African women? Or you think it's a fresh world, it's a technology world, it's a world where everybody can do stuff on their own and still call it marriage? So let's discuss. Tell me what you feel. What is your own take? Like this video, share this video. I want more people to join us on this video so we can analyze on this. What do you think about women allowing their husbands to cook while they go to work? Allowing their husbands to sweep the house, allowing their husband to wash plates. This happens overseas. This would never happen in Nigeria. This will never happen in Africa. I don't think a woman in Africa will order the husband or tell the husband what to do. We're not saying your husband shouldn't help you out. We're not saying your husband shouldn't really be of assistance, like do certain things for you at home. But we're saying right here overseas, we see women don't even cook at all. They've been westernized. Overseas, we see women sit, watch the TV, and their husbands are cooking. Do you think an African man who was brought up in Nigeria, in Africa, see his parents live for years, will be happy to see you sit in the living room while you watch reality TV shows and you have him cooking in the kitchen? Do you think the values, the purpose of an African marriage has not been defeated? Do you think the man will be willing to do it without grumbling? So let's talk. What is your own take? Do you think African women have lost it? Do you think the values are the same? Do you think African men overseas don't think about those values anymore? Let me see your views. Let me tell you one thing for sure is a lot of things that we see our parents do are the things that we grew up with. Me, for one, I never ever seen my mom talk back at my dad. But overseas, women slap the shit out of men. Overseas, women beat men up. Overseas, women shout at men. Because the man feel if I shout back, we will have issues and she will call the police. These values are the values that we're talking about right now, where a woman overseas don't respect their husbands anymore. Women overseas think because they're making money, they don't have to cook anymore. Because your husband is not complaining, don't mean he's not saying these things happening. And if your husband leave you for another girl or another woman, you begin to cry and tell stories of how your husband left you. Your husband left because you refuse to do the duties as a woman. You refuse to cook. You refuse to wash plates. You refuse to wash the laundries. You refuse to do things that a woman should be doing. But because you live overseas, you don't see reasons why you should be doing these things anymore. So if a woman who is ready to do these things for your husband would divide and go for that woman who would do these things. And most times, these men travel overseas, travel back to Africa and find another woman and get married to. Because these women showed him what it takes to be an African woman that he was thinking he was getting married to. But the one that he has right now live overseas, don't see any reason why she has to cook anymore. Let me give you a quick story. I was out last weekend. This dude, 12 midnight, told me he wanted to look for a place to eat. And this is a married man with 3 children and a beautiful wife. 12 midnight, he said he was looking for a place to buy food. We had to drive to a place where he could get food to eat. In the course of eating, I threw him a question. I said, why are you eating by this time? He said, my wife is at work. She will be back soon. She did not cook. Now this man is buying food. You think he's happy buying food? He's not happy buying food. He doesn't like the fact that it's 12 midnight, he's buying food. How much money do you think you want to make as a woman that will substitute, that will replace the food that you cook for your husband? How much work or overtime money that you think you will make that your husband will be happy as opposed him eating your food? That's the point. Do you think we've lost that value that I'm talking about now? You see a married man in restaurants overseas, they're eating food. They eat like a single man. Where is your wife? Yeah, she's sleeping. She worked last night. She couldn't cook. This man is out there eating. Why are you sleeping? Oh, you think you're making money? He will be happy eating outside every day because you're making money. You think you're making money, that's enough for your husband to be happy for? So let's talk about this whole values, this whole thing going on about women overseas, women in diaspora, not taking care of their husband, but chasing money from morning through night. Let's talk. Who's watching me? Let me read the comments. Tell me, share this video, please. Share this video. Share this video. Let's talk. We've seen women lost it. We've seen women come overseas with their husbands and stop cooking. These are women that used to cook. These are women that used to sweep the house back in Nigeria. These are women that used to wash their husband's clothes back in Africa. These are women that used to know the values and responsibility of a woman in a relationship. But right about now, these women come overseas and refuse to cook now. What they do is work. They drive the best cars, live in the best house, wear the best clothes, and they think they're in a marriage. Listen, you are not in a marriage. Your husband is looking for another wife. You go to work, you don't cook for your husband. Your husband is in the kitchen washing plates and cooking for himself. My sister, listen, that man will look for another wife. If that man happens to travel to Nigeria, Africa, those are the kind of men that will go look for another woman. Those are people who will really, once in a while, you think they kind of like it, they're doing it. You think they're doing it because they love doing it. They're doing it because they have no choice. They're doing it because they don't know what to do. They're tired of it. They don't want to complain about it no more. In your mind, you have a husband. In his mind, he has a roommate. Because you've lost the values. You've lost all the reasons why he married you are no more there. Yeah, what's up with you? How you doing, Betsy? Melody, how you doing, man? What's going on? Rita, yeah, what's up with you? We're talking about the values, African values. We're talking about the things that happen now in diaspora, overseas. How marriages crumble. How marriages don't even last no more. What do you think? Somebody said African women have lost the values. As an African woman, they don't cook no more. They don't sweep the house no more. They don't wash their husband's clothes anymore. They don't even do nothing anymore in the house. What they do now is look for money. They want to look for money to build mansions back home. They want to look for money to wear the best clothes. They want to look for money to wear the best shoes. They want to look for money to drive the best cars. You see married men everywhere now buying food. You see married men everywhere relaxing. Not even home anymore because their wives are not home. Their wives are busy chasing money. Like somebody said one time. Somebody said marriages overseas is a child's play. And I was thinking, could that be true? And I was thinking, why did he say that? And I was thinking, maybe it's true. He said marriages overseas are just there for marriage sake. There's no love. There are no more values in that marriage. There's no more morals. And somebody was saying, if you see anybody in the US married, they just doing it for the kids. They're not married for love. They're married because they just want to be together and raise the kids. Do some of us know this? No. Are some of us experiencing it? Yes. Are certain people out there going through the same situation right now? Yes. Are there people who are married, but they don't have sex, but they live in the same house? Yes. Are there married couples out there now who don't eat together? As a matter of fact, a friend of mine was telling me one time, he said, man, Bright, I've been in the US for almost 2 years now. Me and my wife, we've not driven in the same car to go out. Is either my wife is coming in, I'm going out, or I'm coming in, my wife is going out. He said, I don't understand this kind of marriage. This is bondage. This is not marriage. There's no intimacy. He was saying it, I was looking at him like, I think he's making some sense. I think he's making a good point. Abroad, overseas, your wife will be driving out, you are driving in. Your wife is going to work, you are coming back. You don't even have time to be together no more. Somebody said, I think the fault is both sides. I kind of agree with you. The reason why I cannot agree with you is this. A lot of men tax their wives to go look for a job and share the bills 50-50. A lot of men will tell their wives, pay these bills, pay these bills, pay these bills. I will pay this, I will pay this, I will pay that. The wife has to work. So if your wife is working, what time does she have to cook for you? But like one lady would say, I know of a lady who is from Cameroon. She said something one time. She said, no matter how busy she is, she said, no matter how much work she has in her hands, she says she will never stop cooking for the husband to eat. She said she doesn't like to see the husband buy food outside. And I was looking at her. I said, why do you think it's a must for you to cook for your husband? She said, that's the way she was raised. That's the way she was born. She said she has 2 jobs. But she always makes sure she cooks for the husband. She said the day the husband will buy food outside, she will get mad. Now she always want to make sure she prepares the food, put the food in the freezer, and the husband will just dish it and eat. I said, that's a very good one right there. How many women know this? How many women know this, that it's always good for your husband to eat your food and not buy food outside? How many women right now watching me will say, I work 2 jobs, I can't cook. I don't have time to cook. I work, I pay bills. How can I have time to cook? You must squeeze that time to cook for your husband. If your husband is buying food outside, that's a red flag right there. Let me read this comment real quick. Austin says, so many misplaced priorities, so many people now see marriage today as business. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't put their minds in marriage no more. People just say it like, okay, we have 2 kids together. Let's just be together. Some people just see marriage like, okay, we'll be married, we're married, and let's just be there. They're doing their own thing separately. I know of a man who lives in Texas. A friend of mine was telling me the story. This man lived in the same house with the wife. This man, for 1 year, has never had sex with the wife. How possible is that one? What is the problem? Let's talk. A husband and wife living in the same house. For 1 year, they've not made love. They've not had sex. Is that marriage? That is bondage. Tell me the reason why a woman will say, oh, I work. I don't have time to cook. Oh, I work. I can't cook. Oh, I go to school. I don't have time to cook. And you see your husband roaming around the streets of Texas, roaming around the streets in the United States, buying food from one place to another. The one that really killed me was, literally, the one that really killed me was when somebody was saying he's building a house in Lagos, his own house. I said, your own house? He said, yes. I said, your wife knows you're building a house in Lagos, right? He said, no. I said, why would you be married and your wife don't know you're building a house in Lagos? He said, because she's building her own. I said, you're building your own house. Your wife is building her own house. I said, that is not marriage. Oh. Even girlfriends are better than you people. He said, we just doing it like that. Everybody should be doing their own thing. These are some of the things that happen abroad. These are some of the things that happen overseas. These things don't happen in Nigeria, Africa. We know that. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's be honest. These things do not happen in Africa. So my question is, have we lost these values that we've held so long for years? Have we lost these values that we've seen our parents kept for so long? Now, for this generation, we're traveling abroad, overseas now. We're doing things upside down. What is your own take? Tell me what you think. Because for some of the things that I've seen and noticed here in America where I live, when I talk to my guys, my friends, they say, my wife don't cook. That's okay. So how do you survive? Man, I dey cook by myself. Oh, really? Did you tell her to cook? She will not have time to cook. If I tell her to cook, she will be mad. Another one will say, oh, my wife is not home. I say, why? Oh, she worked last night. If she comes back now, she will be sleeping. That's why I'm cooking. You call that one marriage? Marriage is not work. Marriage is not money. Marriage is responsibilities. Things that you know that you should be doing as a woman, do them. Things that you know you should be doing as a man, do them. Don't be going to one party to another or going to work to go look for money because you're building a mansion back home and your husband is somewhere in McDonald's buying hamburgers. Your husband is somewhere in KFC eating chicken wings. And you call him your husband. That is not your husband. You've lost him to somebody else. You've lost him to somebody that you probably don't know. And that time that your husband is eating outside, you are at work making money. You are shining your teeth. I'm making dollars. I'm making too much money. You're driving a truck. You live in a big house in America. And you think you still have a husband. You don't have a husband. You have a roommate. If you give that your husband the chance to travel to Nigeria right now, he will go and marry another woman. And you begin to talk about somebody snatch your husband. No. You give your husband away. That's the point. Who's in the house? What's up? Share this video for me. How many of you shared this video yet? Share this video in case you've not shared this video. Let's talk. Share this video. Share this video for me, please. And like this video. Let's talk. Messi Osawaru. Sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. Austin, what's up with you? Austin Achi. Share this video for me, please. Share this video. Like this video. The point is, you see a lot of these married women now don't even value their husbands. Wait until you lose them. A lot of these women now, married women, talk trash at their husbands. Wait until you lose them to somebody else. I'm saying this because it's the topic that we're discussing right now. This is a very sensitive topic and educative topic. We're talking. We definitely will have another topic for men, what men do to their wives. We'll talk about that. But right now we're talking about African women. Have they lost their values? That thing that made them an African woman, do they still keep those things? You call yourself an African woman. When you were growing up, your mom used to cook for your dad. Come rain, come shine. Your mom was cook for the house. Do you still do that? No. Why don't you do that no more? You don't do that because you're a slave mama. You don't do that because you hustling, making money. You don't do that because you building mansions back home. You don't do that because you have to pay your car notes, because you're driving G-Wagon, because you're driving expensive Mercedes-Benz. You don't cook for your husband no more because you pay bills, because you go to work. You don't cook for your husband no more because overseas people do what they like and you call him your husband. We're going to talk about the men. Let's talk about the women right now. Any woman that always talk about what about the men, what about the men, you're a suspect. Right now the topic is on women. Justify what we're talking about women. Leave the men alone now. We will talk about the men tomorrow. Today we're talking about women and their values. Overseas, abroad, women talk back at their husband now. Your husband will come back home and say, you shouldn't have done that. Why did you do that? You didn't tell me. And so what? If I did it, what would you do? What would you do if I did it? Must I tell you? Who are you for me to tell? You talk to your husband like that because you make your own money, right? You talk to your husband like that because you have your own car. You talk to your husband like that because you're in America, you're in Europe, you're in the UK, you're in Asia. Your husband will tell you, is there anything in the house? Why are you asking me? Am I your slave? Am I your slave that you be asking me if there's anything in the kitchen? Can't you cook? Don't you know how to cook? Did your mom ever, in all the time you lived with your parents, did your mom ever speak to your dad like that? No. Why? Because she had that African values in her. Because she respected your dad, not because your dad was rich, but because that was her husband. You see a man will come back from work and say, honey, why didn't you wash the clothes? Oh, I should be the one washing the clothes. Can't you wash the clothes too? I've been washing the clothes since this month. You should be the one to wash this month. Every time you want me to wash, you should go and wash too. You're talking to your husband like that. To you, it's cool. This is abroad. This is America. I'm a woman. If he talks too much, I will chase him out of the house. I'm a woman. If he talks too much, after I'm paying my bills. You don't have a marriage. You have a roommate. I hope you know that. I'm telling you as a man, that man does not see you as his wife anymore. But guess what? He's living there just for living sake. So the two of you will continue to pretend. Your husband will come back from work and say, baby, why didn't you put the whatever meat in the oven? Why didn't you prepare the egusi soup I told you? Why didn't you? Why are you asking me? Am I your house girl? Am I your house girl that you asking me? Why didn't I cook? Must I cook? Don't you know how to cook? If you can't cook, go and die. If you can't cook, go and sleep hungry. Every time you are telling me to cook, am I your slave? No, you are not a slave. You are his wife. And the moment you refuse to do those things, the moment you refuse to cook, is the moment that you should know that he's not your husband anymore. He might not tell you. Sometimes we don't even speak out because we want to play along to make you feel like we are your husband. We are no more your husband. We are your roommates. You know why? Because we don't see you as a wife anymore. You know why? Because you don't do the things that wives should be doing. If you women think having a child for your husband is the only thing your husband needs, any woman can have a child for any man. True or false? Some of you women will say, oh, I have 2 kids for my husband. What else does he want? Kids don't make you a wife. Kids do not make you a wife material. You can have 20 children for your husband and he's looking for another woman to marry. A lot of you ladies don't know this. Let's talk. We're talking about the women today. We'll talk about the men tomorrow. So the ladies in the house, stop reminding me about what about the men. Leave the men alone. We'll talk about the men tomorrow. Justify some of the things that women do right now that we see overseas that we know are not good. And is never part of our culture. We've lost the values. And we know some of you women don't keep to those values anymore. Let's talk. Invite people on this video. Share this video too. Okay. Victoria James Tanner says, because of food. Let me tell you why cooking for your husband goes a long way. I will tell you this. It's not the egusi soup. It's not the goat meat. It's not the fufu. It's not the rice. It's not the plantain. It's not the food that you cooked for your husband that matters. What matters is the intent. For you to conceive it in your heart, to want to cook for him is what he respects and appreciates, not the food in physical. How many of you got that point? The food that you cook for your husband is not what he appreciates. What your husband appreciates is the intentions, is the efforts, is the thoughts of doing it. That is what he appreciates. Not the food. He can buy food outside. He can even have another woman cook for him. There are so many single women out there who can cook for your husband. But maybe he does not want to eat outside. He prefers your food. But because you have 20 jobs and because you work and have money, you think it's not necessary to cook for him anymore. And as a result, he will shut up. He will not complain, but he will go outside and eat from another woman or buy food out there. But in your mind, you have a husband. You do not have a husband anymore. You've lost that value that makes you an African woman that he married. That's one thing a lot of you don't understand. There are single women out there who want to date married men. They will date your husband and cook for him if you don't cook for him. This is the bitter truth I'm saying right now. Like this video, share this video. How many of you watching me right now? If you're watching me for the first time, let's go. Tell me you're watching me for the first time. I want to give you a quick shout out. There are so many single girls out there who willingly cook for your husband. Even when your husband tells them he's married, they will still cook for him to eat. Be there. Sit down and be doing slay mama. Be doing your hair, fine hair. Be driving expensive cars and think you have 20 jobs. You think you're making money. No. A girl who does not make as much as you will win your husband over. The bitter truth I'm saying today. This is King Bright talking. If you're a married woman, you're watching me, you don't believe what I'm saying, keep going. Every time you're going from one party to another, your husband is home cooking noodles. Your husband is home eating spaghetti. When you come back from different parties that you went to, your husband will say, welcome and smile. Hey, how was the party? You will say, fine. He's talking to another woman that he want to marry to by the time he divorced you. He's talking to another woman that has that values that he thought you had. He's talking to another woman that will be able to say, honey, food is ready. Not you. And the reason why he's with you right there is because of the kids. And it's because he just want to be in the same house and raise those children. Let me tell you this real quick. I want to say this real quick. If you're married, you have kids for your husband, the time to know if that man truly is your husband, let your kids be 20 and above and come back and tell me if you are still the wife of that man. Not when your kids are 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Every man will stay in that marriage until those kids are grown. I'm leaking secrets to some of you women who think your husband is nothing, who think you cannot cook for your husband and your husband cannot do shit. We understand that. But this King Bright talking, saying it raw like it is. You guys know me already. I will say it like it is. Some of you will get offended. Some of you will get pissed off now. Oh, why are you saying it? Is it okay? Is it by force to cook for him? Don't cook for him. Don't cook for your husband. Another woman will cook for him and serve him the food on the table while you are busy going from one Owambe to another, while you are busy going from one party to another, while you are busy going from one wedding to another, while your own marriage is scattering. Do not cook for him. You'll be busy looking at him. Another woman is cooking for him. Another woman that knows the value of marriage, not you. That you are working 3 jobs, sending 2,000 euro or $2,000 to Nigeria to build a house for you and forsake your husband and your children. And your husband is there looking at you like this. Baby, how was work today? And you are there, you're shaking body. And work was fine, though. And do you know I made overtime today? Do you know I made too much money today? Do you know my paycheck was $4,000? Your husband is there looking at you like this. All day. Mumu. Make these children grow. Make I even find my way. I hope Amaka. Man, make I do 5 Amaka. Make Amaka they come safe. Make I divorce this woman. I'm telling you, it's a secret that some of you don't know. You move around with this man outside. Bright, how far we enter McDonald's. What do you want to go do for McDonald's? I want to go buy food. I never chop since morning. It's 5 p.m. Your husband has not eaten. And you are at work. You could not prepare food and put in the freezer for your husband to microwave. The house is upside down. You cannot even arrange the house. The dish is in the sink, smelling. You are outside doing slay queen and slay mama, wearing the best clothes, Gucci shoes and Gucci shirts. Your house is upside down. Your husband will go to work, come back. He will meet his clothes. You cannot even pick them and go wash for him. In your mind, what concerns you? In your mind, he has his hands now. He can go and wash his clothes by himself. If another woman would do it for her husband, why can't you do it? A lot of you just want to copy the Western world. You're copying the wrong thing. I was watching Beyonce one time on entertainment news. Beyonce is married to Jay-Z. Beyonce is worth $500 million. You know what she said? She said she still cook for Jay-Z. She said she wash Jay-Z's boxers. She said she still wash Jay-Z's clothes. Some of you making 1,500 euro will think you cannot cook for your husband anymore. Some of you just making $1,000 will cost your husband out. Some of you making $500 every week will tell your husband, don't you know how to cook? Go and cook. Beyonce, $500 million said she cook for the husband every day. She said she doesn't want to see the husband eat outside. The day the husband will eat outside, she must be there to eat with the husband. That was what she said. And a lot of you want to copy Western world. I'm Americana now. I've lived in the US for 100 years. I know what it takes. You don't know. Some of you do know. Some of you copy people, you don't even know how they're treating their men. A lot of you now, your husband will cheat. You will divorce your husband. But you listen to Beyonce music. You want to be like Beyonce. But Jay-Z cheated. She did not leave. Who is not the fool? My husband cheated on me. I don't want this marriage again. But you want to be like Beyonce, Abi? You want to fix your hair like Beyonce, Abi? You want to dress like Beyonce, Abi? You they watch Beyonce movies, Abi? You listening to Beyonce's music, true or false? But when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, she did not leave. And she has $500 million. She did not leave the husband for that girl that the husband cheated with. You know what she said? She said, no woman will ever come and take my husband from me. I love him. He cheated. I will forgive him. Some of you that left your husband because he cheated, have you seen now? The woman that you are copying, the woman that is an American that you want to be like, did not leave the husband. But you probably left your husband because you saw a text message. Because a girl called your husband, you left the house. I'm tired of this marriage. Did Beyonce leave Jay-Z? Answer me. You see how people mislead people. You see how they mislead you people. And you people don't understand. You see how music can mislead you. Jay-Z one time was talking that he made a mistake. He cheated and the wife forgave him. How many of you will forgive your husband if your husband cheated on you? Some of you will pack your load and go to your auntie's house. Another woman will back into the house. Go and ask Beyonce. Go and ask Hillary Clinton. Go and ask Kevin Hart. These are powerful entertainers, politicians that cheated. Their wives did not leave. But you, as an African woman, you live in America, you live in the UK, you want to be like all these Oyibo. You want to be like all these Americaners. How can I cook for you? Am I your slave to cook for you? Okay, oh, not cook, oh, madam. Slave mama, do not cook. Leave it. No, leave and not cook. Somebody was saying, all because of food, a man will be pissed. Yes. A man will be pissed, not for the food itself, but the intent. The thoughts of being able to cook for your husband is what your husband appreciates, not the egusi soup. He can buy it outside. Not the fufu. He can buy it outside. Not the rice. He can get the rice outside. But the thought of cooking for him is what he cherishes. As a matter of fact, some of us can cook more than some of you women. So do not think your husband want to die because you did not cook. He feels like eating your food because you are his wife. You see what we're talking about? Somebody was asking me, because of food, a man will be angry. Yes. My mom used to say, the way to a man's heart is through food. I'm telling you. Where are the ladies who are slave mamas, slave queens? I work 2 jobs. Why would I wash his clothes? He has his hands to wash. Okay. Be rest assured, when your husband is cooking for himself, he's not thinking about you. He's thinking about the woman that can do that for him. Period. Some of you don't know. I'm trying to lecture you. Some of you women, you think to be married is just to go and marry. Oh, I'm engaged. I'm engaged. Oh, you gave me a ring. You go marry. After 1 year, your husband fight for you to come to US. Fight for you to come to Europe. You get to Europe. You start telling your husband, am I your slave to cook? Not cook. The day your husband will travel to Nigeria, he will go and get married to a woman that will cook for him, like the mother used to cook for the father. Where are the values, the African values that we see in you African women? We don't see it no more overseas. A lot of you women come overseas and change. Why? A lot of you women used to cook back home for your husbands. You come to the United States, you don't cook no more. You are not a slave. You go out, you don't tell your husband anymore. You are westernized now. You've turned Americana. You're an American chick, American girl now. How can I go and cook for you? Can't you say I did my nails yesterday? I did my nails. My nails are popping. Your marriage will pop. My nails are very, very slick. My nails are new. I can't go and be cooking fufu. Okay, don't cook that fufu. That woman that your husband is talking to will cook the fufu. While you will be home doing slay queen until you queen out of the house. And for some of you women who don't know, today's topic is for you women. Tomorrow will be for the men. And for some of you women who don't know, to get another man out there is not easy. Some of you men will say, King Bright, tell them the truth. I'm telling them the truth. Some of you women will say, if I divorce, I will go and look for another man. Let me tell you what will happen. How many of you ladies out there want to listen to the truth now? Even if the truth will make you angry, I will tell you the truth right now. I want to tell you women the truth right now. Don't vex. Let me tell you women the truth. Some of you women will say, if I leave my husband, I have another guy that will marry me. Let me tell you. You are a married woman. You have a boyfriend. Congratulations. You're a wise woman. Continue. You are married with children. You have a boyfriend. Oh, my boyfriend is handsome. My boyfriend is better than my husband. My boyfriend remember my birthday. My boyfriend gives me money. My boyfriend sent me text. My boyfriend loved me more than my husband. Continue. Congratulations. But only the wise women will know that the reason why your boyfriend will send you a text message every morning is because he's trying to prove a point to you. He knows you have a man, a husband. Your husband is busy with work, busy with the bills. Your husband has been with you for 20 years. Now you begin to think about your husband don't have your time. Your boyfriend has your time. Let that your husband divorce you and wait for that boyfriend to marry you. As a matter of fact, that boyfriend will run. That time you'll be stranded and be looking for that boy that used to send you text every morning. He will not be there anymore. He will run. One of the reasons why your boyfriend will not marry you, if your husband divorces you, is you are not faithful. If your husband divorces you, your boyfriend will run away. Your boyfriend is dating you. 1, he does not trust you. 2, he will never marry you. 3, you are cheating on your husband. What makes you think he will marry you? What makes you think if your husband divorces you, your boyfriend right now will wed you? He sees you as a cheat. He knows you are not loyal. He knows if he marries you, you will do the same thing that you are doing to your husband now. My simple advice is appreciate your husband. If you have 20 jobs, still look for a way to cook for him. If you have 20 jobs, still look for a way to wash his clothes. If you have 20 jobs, still look for a way to arrange the house. If you have 20 jobs and the job cannot let you take care of your husband, cut it to 19. A lot of you ladies will not like this. A lot of you ladies will be mad, angry. I beg, get out. King Bright, I beg, get out. What kind of topic is this one? Some men don't have manners. Some men don't treat women good. We know that one. We will talk about it tomorrow. Today we're talking about women. How do you think a man, a boyfriend that is dating you as a married woman, loves you? Sometimes they say women have fish brain. I begin to think it's true. Sometimes they say it's easy to deceive women. I begin to think it's true. What made you think your boyfriend right now loves you, knowing full well that you have a husband and you are sleeping with him? You are the biggest fool ever. Leave it. If you think your boyfriend loves you as a married woman, be mad at me. Be angry. I'm telling you the truth. I'm trying to save you and your marriage. A lot of you women lost the value. You don't even appreciate your marriage anymore. Your husband comes from work. You look at him like a piece of shit because you have a boyfriend who has six-pack. If that man finds out, if that man divorces you, you will not see that six-pack of boyfriend anymore. Then you will see 100 packs. Oh, my boyfriend is slick. He has swag. My husband don't have swag. Okay, you want to marry swag. The wise women are looking for a husband that will be able to pay bills. The wise women are looking for a husband that will take care of the kids. The wise women are looking for a husband that will be responsible and take care of the home. You, slay queen, slay mama, you are looking for a husband that have swag. Have you ever seen swag pay bills? Some of the single guys you see out there who don't have girlfriends, who don't have wives, some of them cannot be a husband. All they can be, all they can have is swag. And the most annoying thing is some of you married women that will go and have a boyfriend will be spending your own hard-earned money that you were busy making while you refuse to cook for your husband that divorced you. You will spend it on your boyfriend. Let me tell you, some of these single boys now, they cannot even date you as a married woman if you don't give them money. I'm telling you, some of you that have the intention of going out to look for a single boyfriend while you are married, some of them cannot even date you. You must buy shoes for them. You will be the one to spend for them. You will spend so your bank account will be empty. And when your bank account empty, they will go and look for another married woman. In Europe, we call them centro. In Nigeria, they call them gigolos. In America, they call them fuck boys. For some of you who don't know, married women stay in one place, take care of your husband, cook for him, wash his clothes, and you can still go to work if that is your excuse. I don't want to hear that excuse of, I work, how can I be cooking for him? Somebody else will cook for him. Here in America, we see married women dating single guys. Those single guys go to shopping every week. Those married women will carry their money, the money they suffer for, you work overnight. The money that you work overnight, going to work every day, work night shifts. Because you think you are in love, that your stupid boyfriend that wears Gucci shoes and Gucci belts will tell you, I need 500 euro. While your husband is busy, struggling, paying bills at home. You are spending money on a boyfriend because he has swag and six-pack. Because he can last long in bed. Who sex help? Sex to pay bills? Can you pay bills with sex? Can you train your children with sex? The small sex that your husband is giving you, manage it. And stop looking for a man that will last for 2 years on top of you. It comes to a point in a woman's life and in a man's life. Other, I'm looking for somebody that can last for 3 hours, 4 hours. It's not your issues anymore. Your children are growing. They have to go to universities. They have to go to school. They have to pay their school fees. You are supposed to be building with your husband. You are there looking for a man that will last 100 years on you. I'm looking for a man that will make me come. That's the only thing you think of. And you will be used by these young boys on the streets that they call centros, fuck boys, and gigolos. Where are those values that we know that African women uphold to? Where are those values that we know that African women don't joke with? Where are those values that we know African women keep to? You don't want to take care of anything anymore. We're talking about, somebody's asking me, what are we talking about? We're talking about values that African women have thrown away. African women don't have those African values that we used to know back in the day. We used to see our mothers cook for our fathers. We used to see our mothers wash our fathers' clothes. But these African women now in overseas, they've all turned to Beyonce. Some of you turned to Rihanna already. Some of you turned to Kim Kardashian. I cannot cook. I just made my nails. My nails are popping. I can't cook. You are doing your hair, expensive hair. You can't cook for your husband. Another woman will cook for him. Simple as that. A lot of these men don't even trip anymore. A lot of these men don't even bother anymore. If you don't cook for them, they'll go buy food outside. But remember, a man that you don't cook for, that is buy food outside, does not see you as his wife. A man that you talk back at, your husband will come back from work and say, baby, how you doing? Is there anything to cook? Is there anything in the house? You can go and cook beans there. And that's rice. You can go and cook your rice and eat. I'm not your slave. I cannot be cooking for you all the time. You cannot be cooking for your husband all the time. Congratulations. You are doing a wonderful job. You cannot be cooking for your husband all the time. You are complaining. You have been cooking. Congratulations. You're doing a wonderful job. Don't cook for him. No, don't. Another girl will be happy to cook for him, dish it, and serve it for him to eat. That's the message for today, because some of you African women have lost their values that you're supposed to be cooking for your husband. Wash his clothes. Don't talk back at him. Be home to take care of him. Not be everywhere going to parties. Some of you married women, you can't even cook. Some of you married women, you will not be home. Some of you married women, you are doing your own thing. Your husband is doing his own thing. Like I was saying, a friend of mine was telling me somebody said for 1 year, he has not slept. He has not made love to his wife for 1 year. And such a woman will still think that's my husband. You've lost him. No, today we're talking about women. Tomorrow we'll talk about the guys. Today's topic is for women. Do not tell me to talk about men. We'll talk about men tomorrow. So let's focus on women. Some of you women, when we're talking about women, you say talk about men. You are guilty. Only a guilty woman of this topic will say talk about men. No, we're talking about women. Justify it. Let's hear you talk about this topic and leave men alone. When we talk about women and another woman come and say, what about men? That means she's guilty of this attitude. Baby, did you wash my clothes? Why would I wash your clothes? Am I your slave? Did you marry me to come and be washing your clothes? Am I your house girl to wash your clothes for you? You are not my house girl. You cannot wash my clothes for me. Okay. This is what happens when you marry overseas. Okay, you cannot wash my clothes. No problem. He will go and wash his clothes. He will still be smiling, oh. Don't think that will make him not to smile anymore. He will still talk to you. He will still have sex with you. The next day, your husband will come back home from work. Baby, is there anything to eat? You think I can cook? You think I should cook for you every time, right? Because I'm cooking for you don't mean I'm your slave. And you better go and cook by yourself. You cannot cook for me. You are not my slave. I should go and cook. Okay. This is what marriage overseas look like. You are my wife. You cannot cook for me. Okay. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. He will not get mad though. He will still be your husband. But guess what? If your husband go and do those things, he's thinking of somebody else. That is not a wife anymore. That is what we call a roommate. You are your husband's roommate. Somebody in America here where I live, I know of a woman. She's building her own house in Nigeria. The husband is building his own house in Nigeria. Two of them live in the same house. When this one is going to work, the other one is coming back. Everybody, they have their own bank accounts. Everybody do their own thing. They live in America here. That is not marriage. Let's not deceive ourselves. The poor people, the poor couples in Nigeria, in Africa, that you think are suffering, those are the ones practicing marriage. Some of us abroad, we are not in a marriage. Some of us, we are roommates to our spouse. Let's be honest, I'm telling you, very few women overseas uphold to the values of being an African woman to say, yes, I will still continue to do some of the things that I would do if I was back home in Africa, irrespective of the fact that I'm working, irrespective of the fact that I have more money than my husband, irrespective of the fact that I have my own cars and I pay bills. I will still continue to cook for my husband. I will still continue to respect him. I will not talk back at him. I will not hit him. I will not call the police on him. I will not deny him sex. I will not tell him to go wash the dish. When he finishes eating, I will not leave the plate on the table. Very few women still leave Africa to abroad and still hold on to those values. Today, we've seen a lot of women who would tell their husbands, you work, I work. Why do you think I should cook? You work, I work. Why do I think you should cook? Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry for asking you to cook. Oh, okay, baby. Oh, you are too beautiful to cook. Okay, you are a slave mama. Okay, your hair is too beautiful. You cannot go to the kitchen. Okay, you cannot cook. We will let you be. We will go out and cook. We'll go out of our way and make something for us to eat. We'll go to a restaurant and eat. You work, you pay bills. Your husband will tell you, those clothes are dirty. Can you go put those clothes, wash those clothes? I'm going to work. You think I should be washing your clothes for you? You think I'm stupid? You want to take me like a fool? You work, I work. Why do you think I should be cooking for you? Why do you think I should be doing this for you? Are you stupid? You just asked me if I'm stupid. An African woman abroad would easily tell the husband, are you stupid? It's easy now for you to say stupid out of your mouth. It's easy now to curse your husband out because you pay bills. My sister, don't let that husband of yours meet another woman that will do some of the things that you don't do. I'm telling you, for some of you who are married, keep your husband, respect your husband, cook for him. Like I said earlier, the food that you cook for your husband is not what matters. What matters is the thought of being able to know that you should cook for him. That is what your husband will appreciate, not the food in the plates. Okay? I've said my own. Tell me what you feel. Let me read the comments. Share this video. Share this video, please. Share this video and like this video for me. King Bright is back. Oh, I'm back. All that one that you people have been looking for me. You people will go to Instagram telling me, King Bright, we want you back on Facebook. I'm back. And you guys know when I'm back, I say it raw like it is. I put it out there. Who want to get mad should get mad. Who want to get angry should get angry. I'm telling you guys the truth. If you want to get pissed off, your cup of tea. Are they here? Somebody they asked me, King Bright, where have you been? I've been here. I've not been making live videos, but I'm making live videos now. And some of my live videos will provoke all these women. Yes, it will provoke you. Now, let's come to sex. My mom used to tell my sisters, never in your life deny your husband of sex. Mbano, some of these women, this generation, deny their husbands of sex. You think sex is the punishment for your husband? No, it's not a punishment. You refusing your husband of sex, you putting him out to go get it, and he will get it, and it's cheap outside. Some of these women, you married women, you think one of the ways to punish your husband is to refuse him of sex. You are not punishing him. As a matter of fact, you are making him have his way. My mom has always told my sisters, never deny your husband of sex. Even if your husband provokes you and he wants that sex, give him. Your mind may not be there. As a matter of fact, it's not every time that you sleep with your spouse that you want it. There are times when you have to compromise, not because you want to sleep with him. You are not in the mood. He is in the mood. Give it to him. You are not in the mood. Your wife is in the mood. Give it to her. That is what they call sacrifice. So if your husband provokes you, do not starve him of sex. If you starve him of sex, he will get it outside. There are women out there, they're looking for a man to sleep with them. They've not seen. As a matter of fact, there are women out there who pay men to sleep with them. Some of you women know what I'm saying, and some of you women do it, and some of you women don't know, and I'm educating you. There are some women who will take a guy for shopping so that the guy will be sleeping with them. That is buying sex. So you are denying your husband of sex. You are putting him out there, and he will get it for free. If he cannot get it for free, he will pay to get it. Yes, King Bright is here to tell you people the truth. You have issues with your husband. He touched you in bed. Leave me, don't touch me. I don't want to sleep with you. Go ahead and meet your girlfriends. I don't want to sleep with you. Go ahead and meet your side chick. I don't want to sleep with you. You offended me. Okay. He will go and get it elsewhere. If he cannot get it for free, he will pay and get it with his money that he worked for. So many single women out there are crying. They want to get married. They're tired of sleeping alone in their beds. You are married. You are chasing your husband away because you live abroad. Because you're a slave queen. Because you're a slave mama. Because your hair and your nails are popping. You cannot cook. You cannot wash. So many single women out there wish they could even have a man that will guarantee them of sex 4 times in a week. You have a full-grown man sleeping in the same bed with you. You are telling him, don't touch me. Do not touch me. Who you be? Who you be? Do not touch me. There are other women out there that will give him for free. Appreciate your husband, oh. Appreciate him. There is no man out there that will be better than your husband. Don't let those boyfriends that still put their jeans under their nyash. Don't let those boyfriends, those men out there going to the gym looking for 6-pack to deceive you that if you leave your husband, they will love you. Don't let those boyfriends using their swag deceive you to leave your husband who caters for you, to leave your husband who is responsible, going to work every day and making sure there is food and the bills are paid. But you are being selfish because your husband don't have swag. You are looking for a man that have swag but cannot pay bills. A man that have swag that you will use your money to give to him. You have a husband. All you worry about is he doesn't know how to dress. You're looking for a man that know how to dress. Go and see them. They are all single. They are not ready to get married. They know how to dress. They are players. You're looking for a man that know how to have sex. Go and look for them out there. Some of them don't have a car. Some of them don't even have a job. Yes. They have sex for a living. And guess what? If you leave your husband for them, you end up paying them as you go when they sleep with you. You'll be the one buying their shoes, buying their jeans. You pay their rent for them just because they are sleeping with you. You lose both ways. They will sleep with you for free. You will pay them for sleeping with you. The day you refuse to buy shoes for them, they will stop picking your calls. That time, it will be too late to start appreciating your husband who will go to work and come back and pay bills without disturbing you. Oh, my husband doesn't know how to have nice haircuts. I like guys that can be sharp. I like guys that are slick, that are dope. Your husband does not know how to dress. Your husband doesn't wear Gucci shoes. Your husband does not wear Gucci belt. Your husband does not have Rolex watch. You're looking for a boyfriend that has Rolex watch. Now you go buy that watch. If you not buy that watch, they go sleep with you, go find another woman, we go buy the watch. I'm looking for a boyfriend that knows how to wear Gucci ring. I want to be around a guy that knows how to wear expensive clothes. You go buy those things, you go tire. Appreciate your husband. He wears Gucci or not. Appreciate him. Love him. You have children for him. What matters when you start having kids is not Gucci anymore. What matters is for the school fees to be paid. It's for your kids to eat and go to bed. It's for your kids to go shopping, back to school. It's for your kids to have a car to drive to church. You're there, misbehaving, running your mouth. You go on Instagram, you are looking for a celebrity to date. You are looking for a celebrity to marry. Celebrities don't pay bills. All celebrities don't mean they are responsible. Celebrities don't mean they have money. It's called show business. Show, so that people will see. There are so many celebrities on Instagram that you see right now. Some of them don't even have a house. They live with their friends. But every day they post Gucci, Louis Vuitton, expensive cars. Go and date them and leave your husband. You will regret. Some of you just want to follow boyfriends because they have 1.5 million followers on Instagram and your husband probably has 200 followers. You think your husband is not slick. Your husband is not after followers. Your husband's followers is you and the children. That is the most important followers that your husband rely on. Not followers where your husband don't know. You are strolling the whole Instagram looking for a man that is handsome. You look at your husband, look at him. Loca. He's too loca. I don't like him, he's loca. My husband is, I don't like going out with him. He's not my type. You looking for your type. The many for Instagram, go. Go find your type. Your husband is not your type after 5 children. After 20 children, your husband is not your type. You are looking for your type. Go Instagram now. They will chop you. Clean mouth. Those are the men on Instagram that you want. They will sleep with you and move on. They're not going to marry you. It kills me how some of you women don't really appreciate what you have until you lose it. A lot of you will go on Instagram. You go on a celebrity page because the guy is single. You'll be commenting, liking his picture. You see a celebrity will post a picture, you like it immediately. You think he will notice you. A celebrity will post a video, you will say, wow, dope. Your husband will post, you will not comment on your husband's picture because he has 20 followers. Davido will post something, you comment. Wizkid will post, you comment. Chris Brown will post, you comment. D'banj will post, you comment. Banky W will post, you comment. Don Jazzy will post, you comment. You think they will marry you? Some of you should realize now that some of these celebrities marry women who don't comment on their posts. Some of these celebrities will marry their wives. We don't even know them. We don't see them on social media. How else can I explain it to you people? That your husband, you should cherish him. Not the number of followers that he has, but who he is. He can pay the bills, take care of the kids and you. Some of you don't know. You don't know. I'm telling you. And for some of you that will call me a celebrity, I'm not a celebrity. I'm ordinary like you. I'm not a celebrity. I don't see myself as one. I don't care what I do for a living. I don't care what people call me. I'm not a celebrity. My name is King Bright. I'm ordinary. I just make video, entertain people. Women, this topic is for you. Stop telling me to talk about men. Tomorrow we'll talk about men. Today's own is for you. From Every weekend, Friday, Saturday, you are going to parties, weddings. There's no food for your children to eat. But you want to go to parties to impress people so that people will see your new outfits. So that people will see your new clothes. Charity, they say, begins at home. You are a failure if you are happy outside and not happy inside. You are a failure if you think people outside will validate you, not your kids and your husband. This message basically is for women, African women to be precise. Where are the values? I'm reading the comments. I'm reading the comments. Where are the values? Where are the things that we used to know back in the day? If you have a wife, if you have an African woman that you are married to, she cooks for you, she washes the clothes, she sweeps the house, she washes dishes. You call your wife, she will say, yes, honey. Your husband will be angry, be mad, will curse at you. You will remain like this. Where are those African women? We've lost them. They are no more. They say we live abroad now and we are not fools anymore. Okay. That is why the marriage is not marriage anymore. That is why you see these men go back home and get married to another woman, because the values that they taught was in that marriage is no more there. That is why this your husband will go back home and get somebody else pregnant, because he doesn't see you as his wife anymore, but you don't know it. But you think you are his wife. Why? Because you bring money, because you pay bills, because you have 2 jobs, because you guys still sleep together. No. In his mind, you are his roommates. He's looking for a wife with African values that will respect him, cook for him, wash his clothes, and don't talk back or cuss at him when he talks. A lot of you women used to do it back in the day in Africa, but when you come to abroad, when you come to the United States, the UK, you throw away those values and you think you're balling. And when your marriage crumbles, you say somebody snatched your husband. No, you throw your husband away. You throw your husband to somebody else to catch, and they caught your husband with smiles in their face. Don't get me wrong, there are still good ones, but majority have lost it. For some of you who know me, I go out every time. What I do makes me go out. I go places. I go to clubs, events. I host parties. It shocks me how I see married women with children come to occasions, come to nightclubs with boyfriends. And when I look at them, they're Africans. Why? Why? African women, why? You see African women, married women having boyfriends now like it's normal. Your husband may not tell you. Your husband may not talk about it, but he knows. And the day your husband finds out, there are certain things that may not make him snap. There are certain things that may not make your husband talk about it. But that is the day that he stops seeing you as his wife. But you guys still live together. He's pretending to be in that marriage. Some of you think we will confront you. No. Men, we will not confront you. We know what you're doing. And that day our mind is off that marriage. And that is when you see a man like that will travel to Nigeria and get married to another woman. Then when you hear about it, you'll be crying. No. You shouldn't cry because you know what you were doing. When those values are no more, when you begin to talk about, oh, this is Western world, I can't be cooking for you, I'm not your slave. Don't cook for him, oh, congratulations. You're doing a wonderful job. Why should I wash your clothes for you? Am I your house girl? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is overseas. Yeah, this is America. This is Europe. You cannot wash my clothes anymore. Slay mama. Okay. You don't know how to cook. You think I'm your house girl. Oh, you are not my house girl. Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, I went to work. I'm tired. I cannot cook. Okay, now, no problem. Which work will pass that one? Some of you will say, is it all because of food? No, not because of food, but because of the intention, because of the thought of you cooking. That is what your husband appreciates, not the food in the plates. We've lost that values. We don't have them anymore. A lot of women don't do it overseas anymore. After all, we're not in Nigeria. Where I go to it, I be mumu. You think I be that mumu when you marry? I go cook for you. Am I a fool to cook for you? Oh, you are not a fool. Okay, sorry. Slay queen. Sorry, you are not a fool. That girl that is a fool will better cook. That girl that is a fool will better take your place. Since you are not a fool. So my thing is, appreciate what you have. Do not compare your husband to any man out there. Trust what you have. Believe in what you have. Work with what you have. And stop looking for soup that is under the spoon. If you start looking for soup that is under the spoon, the one inside will pour on the floor. Some of the things that African women don't used to do that used to be taboos, they do it now. African woman, you are married. After all, African married men are having girlfriends. What is wrong if a married woman have a boyfriend? Go ahead. Thank you. Have, oh, you must have. There's nothing wrong, oh. It's a good thing for a married woman to have a boyfriend. Continue. Continue, because your husband has a girlfriend. You must have a boyfriend. Congratulations. We'll have to give you some accolades. Some of you women will sit around and say, my husband cheated, let me go and cheat. Go and cheat, oh. Cheat in peace. You are doing a wonderful job. Continue. Because you want to be like your husband. Until you understand that society have different responses to cheating when it comes to man and woman. The way they see a woman cheating is different from the way they see a man cheating. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you put it. It's called double standard. And society, the world that we live in today, judge women more than they judge men. True or false? Today, society judge women more than they judge men. Yes. Is it right? No. You are a married woman. A single guy is approaching you. Hi, beautiful woman. Oh, shit, I'm beautiful. Oh, my husband never told me I'm beautiful. Wow, this guy must be God sent. And I will date him. Okay. By the time that guy finishes with you, you will know that you are not beautiful. You go out to the shopping mall. You see a guy will tell you, hi, sexy. Oh, I'm sexy. Wow, this is the kind of guy that I want. Oh, this guy just told me I'm sexy. My husband is too busy to tell me that I'm sexy. Oh, I love this kind of guy. When he finish, he will clean his mouth. You are not sexy anymore after one night. Only a wise woman will know that sometimes when your husband forget to tell you are beautiful, when your husband don't tell you happy birthday, when your husband don't tell you you are sexy, does not mean that man does not love you. You've lived with him for almost 20 years. There are things that he will forget. Marriage is not easy like some of you think. Oh, my husband cannot remember my birthday. You can imagine my co-worker remember. You begin to fall for him. He knows you're a married woman. The moment you sleep with him, he will never trust you again, because even if he marries you, you will cheat on him again. That's the way men think. So if you leave that your husband for a single guy, your husband will leave you. The single guy will not marry you. You walk around, you go places, you see married women with children, with boyfriends. No shame anymore. Where are the values? Where are those African values that we used to have? You secretly spending money on your boyfriend and you are married. He will continue to take that money until that money dries up. And you come to the house, you look at your husband. You think you are fooling him. You are not fooling him. As a married woman, there is no man out there that will date you without you spending. Except is your husband that you are dating again in the next life. The moment you are married, for some of you ladies, some of you married women who want to do it, maybe you are planning to do it. Maybe you are tired of your husband, you want to plan to have a boyfriend. I can tell you what will happen to you. Let me tell you what will happen to you, and what I will tell you now will happen. I don't care how long it takes. It might happen after 1 month. It might happen after 100 years. But it will surely come to pass. Listen, if you're a married woman, your husband is not good for you again. You are looking for a guy that has swag. You are looking for a guy that wears Rolex watch. You are looking for a guy that has Gucci ring. You are looking for a guy that wears Gucci necklace, that wears expensive clothes, because your husband's shoe not fine, because your husband cannot afford Gucci shoes, but you have 3 children, you have 20 children with your husband, and your husband is making sure they eat, they go to school, your husband is making sure you have car to drive, the bills are paid, but you are not still satisfied. You are looking for a boyfriend. Let me tell you what will happen to you. 1, that boyfriend that you will date will, first of all, will never trust you because you are cheating on your husband. Number 2, your husband will find out and he will not tell you. He will start living his own life and be playing you. As a result, 2 men in your life will be playing you and you don't know. Your boyfriend and your husband will be playing you. You don't know. Number 3, there is no way you will date a single guy as a married woman. That single guy must ask you for money. And the day that you refuse to give him money is the day that he will go and look for another woman. Before you know it, you are buying him with money. Before you know it, you are buying clothes for him. Before you know it, you are giving him money to sleep with you. The same single guy that will date you as a married woman, this message is for married women, because we are saying it everywhere now. Everywhere you go to, married women with boyfriends, they think it's a good thing. Oh, my husband, I caught my husband cheating, and me, I want to do my own. You will be the one to regret it by the time your husband finds another woman and be with. You will be the one to regret it. So if you know what is good for you now, you as a married woman, you must begin to differentiate a boy from a man. You must begin to understand the difference between a married man and a single guy. Most married men are too busy to think about swag. Most single guys, all they do is swag to deceive women. Most married men don't have the money to start throwing around to buy Gucci shoes, $600. No. They would rather have that money and pay the rent and pay bills. But single guys, some of them live with their friends. They have $500 to buy a Gucci shoe. They have $500 to buy Gucci belts. A married man may not have time to always tell you, baby, you look sweet. Baby, you are sexy. Baby, you look very appealing. Baby, your hair is very nice. Baby, your eyes are very good. Baby, you are an angel. A married man may not have that time. That is your husband. He does not have that time every minute to tell you that. He told you the very day he met you, and you people have been doing it for years, and you have 20 children already. So what are you looking for? Your husband to tell you are sexy every day. Because that boy is telling you are sexy, you begin to hate your husband, and you want to follow that boy because he told you are sexy. You are not telling your friends, and my husband doesn't care. I have this boy that cares. He does not care about you. He wants to sleep with you and move on. Yes. Some of you married women are making these mistakes. I'm saying the truth. Some of you won't like me for saying it. Some of you don't even appreciate me saying it. I don't even care. I'm telling you people the truth because my name is King Bright, and that is what this page is for. We're here to brainstorm and talk about relationship, love, life situations, sex, everything you think about. We're talking about motivating each other and learning from each other. Like I said, tomorrow will be for the men, and we'll talk about what the men are doing wrong. Today, we're talking about the women. A woman will come around and be talking about, I'm independent, and I pay my own bills. I don't need any man. My sister, is a lie. You need a man. You cannot find a man. Simple. I'm independent. I have my own money. I have my own car. I have my own house. I don't need any man in my life. You are lying. You cannot keep a man. You cannot find a man. You are single because of your bad attitude. You are single because you don't have manners. You are single because you are not responsible. You are single because no man wants to be with you. You are single because you cheat everywhere and because you cannot date one man. Some of you ladies will have 4 boyfriends. And then when they ask you, why would you as a lady have 4 boyfriends? And when I get married, I will settle down. I will not lie. When you get married, you cheat as a married woman. Like I told people before, listen, and I'm saying it again. If you are dating and you cheat, when you marry, you will do ×2. If you are dating more than one guy, more than one girl, just because you are just dating, you are deceiving yourself. If you marry, you will have a side chick or a side boyfriend. I'm telling you people the truth. I don't need any man in my life. I can sleep alone. And what is there? As long as I can take care of myself, I have my own car. My sister, every night you are crying. You need a man. Your mommy needed your daddy. Your daddy needed your mommy. You know why I know some of you women lie that you can live alone? I'm independent. Can you be independent more than Beyonce? I'm independent woman. And we live abroad. And we can take care of our own business. Can you take care of your business more than Beyonce? Can you take care of your business more than Kim Kardashian? Do you have more money than them? Are they not married? I don't need a man. I can talk to any man the way I like. Stupid man, you are a useless man. Please don't talk to me again. You have bad character. Admit, so that God will know where to start helping you. I'm independent. I can speak to any man the way I want. What do I do with men? Who men help? A lie. You cannot find one. Be honest. I don't know why these people, they think to find a man is very difficult. It's difficult, auntie. You need it. You don't have it. Simple. And look at Chiamaka. Chiamaka is married. She thinks she's the only one that can get married. If I want to get married today, I will get married today. It's a lie. Do it. Let's see. And those guys are useless. Hey, look at him. Look at his big head. Look at him. He does not have a good job. Look at him. He does not have a good car. Who will marry him? I don't even need any man anyway. My sister, you need them. You need them. And Sharon think she's the only one that can have a boyfriend. Me, if I want a boyfriend, I'll get it. And who Sharon thinks she is? And Sharon thinks she's the only one that can get married. If I want to get married, and you know how many men want to marry me? It's a lie. Nobody wants to marry you because you have a bad character. Change so that God will know where to help you. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Guys, I'm coming for you people tomorrow. Today is for the women. Look at Adam's Laraba. Adam's Laraba thinks she's beautiful. She thinks she's the only one that can have a boyfriend. I don't know, anytime you come around her and her boyfriend, she will just be acting somehow. I don't even want her boyfriend. Look at Kate's Gift. Kate's Gift thinks she's the only one that can find a man. Me, if I want a man, I will get a man. Nah. My sister, you are lying. You cannot get a man. You cannot get it. They don't pick it on the floor. So when you see married women, respect them because you have bad character. You cannot get married. No man can stay with you. Every day you are going to one party to another, doing slay mama. You cannot be responsible. You have 2 boyfriends, 3 boyfriends, 4 boyfriends. All of them know each other. Nobody will marry you. So when we're talking about marriage, don't come and be talking about what is marriage. No, it's sweet. It's bitter. Yes. But when you see one, you will like it. Don't bring that your own thought about what is marriage. Yes, it's sweet. Some people will just sit down and spoil what they have. For you to appreciate what you have, you want to spoil it by your own self. I went out one time. I saw this guy. He came with a wife and kids to an event that I hosted one time. After a while, I went to a nightclub. I saw the wife with another man. I told my friend, I said, man, this life don't hard though. I told my friend, I said, what kind of life are African women living now abroad? Even the ones in Nigeria, they are doing worse now. Technology, computer marriage, computer relationship now. That lady was in the nightclub with another man. Abomination. She was very comfortable with the guy, holding the guy around his neck, kissing the guy, pecking. I was ashamed of the whole thing. The husband probably went to work. The husband probably traveled, thinking the wife is home, taking care of the kids. And she's in the nightclub with another man. If they were not kissing, if they were not holding neck, maybe I would think maybe they are just co-workers. Maybe I would think they are just friends. But the moment I saw them kissing, come on, ladies, man. Come on. This thing about sex that some of you women complain about, you will get it and you will get tired. And before you realize, you've lost your husband to somebody else. Your husband is somewhere with another woman. Your husband is making babies with another woman. It's none of my business, I understand. She has a life to live, I understand. But come to think of it, man. Come to think of it. You think your husband will come back and will not know what you are doing. Yes. There are people out there who will tell your husband. But like I said before, I'm saying it again. A lot of men don't tell their wives what they know. We will keep quiet like we don't know anything. But our actions will begin to speak. By the time you start seeing your husband openly sleeping around, openly doing stuff, know that he knows your ways, know that he knows your atrocities. He will not question you like you women will question men. A woman will question the husband. And who is that girl that you were talking to? Who is that girl you took out? A woman will question. Wives will question. But husbands, we don't question. Once we know, we'll keep quiet. We'll keep our mouth shut. We'll look for what to do. That's the point. I'm telling you people, for some of you who think you will not change, you don't want to change and you want to keep doing all that, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So, if you're watching me for the first time, let me know you watch me for the first time. Real talk. We're not playing. We're talking some real conversation right here. The values, we've lost it. And you guys know for real that we've lost it. We've lost the values that we used to have. We've lost the values that we all know that we used to have. People don't care anymore. I want to read the comments. What is that thing that is making African women not to hold on to their values that we used to know? The reason why we appreciate African women when we come abroad, we still want to marry African women. Some of them have lost it. Most of them have lost it. Why? Why? Like I said, tomorrow we'll talk about men. Today is women. We're talking about women today. Why is it that African women abroad don't respect their husbands, talk back at their husbands, will refuse to cook, will give excuses that they work, that they go to work, they're tired, they will double date, they will cheat, and they will have boyfriends? Why are African women doing it now? Back in the day, they never used to do it. What is the problem? Let's address this. What is the problem? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. If you're watching me for the first time, let me know you watch me for the first time. My name is King Bright, in case you don't know. I live in the United States. I'm in Nigeria. For some of you who have been asking me questions about where I'm from Nigeria, Edo State. And basically, I talk about some real life situations on this page, and I talk about some real issues like relationship, marriage, and love, sex. We talk about personal, issues that you probably just want to dish out. You don't want people to know about what you're doing and what you're going through, and you feel as though like you want my followers to tell you what to do, as to, give you advice on certain issues. But right now, I'm bringing up a topic that has to do with African women in diaspora, African women abroad, who don't really have that African values anymore. They've lost it. I want to know why you think, in your own opinion, in your own way, your take on this issue as to why do African women put aside the African tradition and values that we used to know them for. As soon as they step their legs overseas, they leave behind the African values that we know them for, that we used to know them for, that we used to see them do, have. Why is that? I want somebody to speak to me. Go ahead, tell me. I'm reading the comments. How y'all doing? If you watch me for the first time, let me know. Give me a quick idea of where you're watching me from. Tell me where you're watching me from. I want to give you a quick shout out. Errol Morodin, what's up? You watching me for the first time? What's up? What's going on? Masha Tig say first time. I appreciate you for watching me for real though. If you watch me for the first time, tell me where you're watching me from. Emmanuel Deborah say all women are not the same. Basically, we're not saying all women, we're saying most women. And if any situation, most is the case, then it's more like all women, because most is majority. So now we're talking about things that we've seen. I don't know where you live at. I live in the United States. I've seen a lot of stuff go on for real. Like, I've seen people do some crazy ass shit. I've seen people do some crazy ass, funny ass shit. I've seen married women cheat openly because they think their husband cheated. And I've seen married men do shit that they're not supposed to do. Like I said, we're going to talk about men tomorrow. Today, we're talking about women. So if you think we want to talk about men today, you're on a long term. Let's leave men aside. We're talking about women today. So let's talk about why do these African women think they can't cook for their husbands anymore because they're in overseas. A husband comes back from work Babe, what did you cook? Am I your slave? Why do you think I have to cook for you? Am I your house girl? Okay. You are not his house girl. Okay. But don't push him to go look for a house girl. Your husband is telling you, you didn't wash the clothes. Oh, you think I'm your dry cleaner? You think I'm supposed to wash your clothes for you? You think I'm a fool? You think this is Nigeria? This is America. Let me tell you, this is Europe. Okay. You would have done it for me if we were in Africa. But because we're in the US, you cannot do it. Okay. So you would have cooked for me when back home in Nigeria, but now we are in America, you can't cook for me no more. Okay. Then I think it's about time for me to go to Nigeria and look for a woman right there that will keep there, that will be cooking for me. Then often I'll be traveling to Nigeria. Case closed. And you see some of these slave mamas, slave queens. You tell your husband, I'm not your slave. Don't be telling me what to do. I'm not your slave. Because you are making 1,000 euro every 2 weeks. Because you are making 2,000 euro every month. Your husband doesn't have a say anymore. How much money are you making that you trade your family for? How much money are you making that will make you not to cook for your husband? Somebody said, oh, is it because of food my husband will be mad? Your husband is not mad because you refuse to cook. Your husband is not happy because you cooked for him. The reason why your husband appreciates the fact that you cooked for him is the intent, the fact that you can think to go cook for him, not because he cannot buy that food outside. He can go buy food outside. As a matter of fact, there are people that can cook better than you. There are restaurants that your husband will go buy food that will be sweeter than your own food. What makes you think you can cook better than every woman? So your husband is asking you to prepare food for him and you refuse. He will go out and get it. Some of you women cannot even cook. Your husband is even managing to eat your food because he loves you. You are there saying, am I your house girl to cook for you? Okay. It's annoying that we see women do this. It's annoying that we see women, because they come abroad, they behave like this. It's okay. Watching me for the first time. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's annoying to see women begin to act differently because they got visa now to come to the United States, because they have visa to come abroad. Like I said, if you are very sensitive, if you get angry on time, leave this video, because this video is the truth and the bitter truth. This video will provoke you. And I'm saying it like it is. This video will provoke you. Especially for you women, the ones that don't want to hear the truth. I'm saying this from a man's perspective. Some of you women will not take this. You will be angry that I'm saying this. How can you as a woman, because you have issues with your husband, both of you had issues, both of you quarreled. At night, your husband will sleep by your side. Your husband will touch you. Don't touch me. I want to sleep. I'm tired. Don't touch me. I hate you. Don't touch me. I'm not happy. Don't touch me. Okay. You're starving him. Guess what? There are other women out there who have not had sex for almost 6 months. They are looking for a man. They've not even seen. There are other women who pay money for sex. They're giving you for free. You are saying, don't touch me. He will not touch you. You think the reason why your husband is touching you is because you are the most beautiful woman? No. You think the reason why your husband is sleeping with you is because you are the finest woman? No. The reason why your husband is sleeping with you is not because your 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 thing is sweeter than the other ones. Your husband is touching you because you are his wife. If you refuse him sex, he will go out there and get it from women who are looking for who to give it to. He will go out there and buy it. For some of you who don't know, you know it's cheap. There are women who sell it. There are women who will sell it for €5. There are women who will sell it for free. They will give it for free. My mom told my sisters, never, ever starve your husband of sex, no matter what he did to you. Anytime that he needs it, give it to him. And some of you women think sex is punishment to your husband. You will lose him to another woman. You will lose him. No wonder I was one time cutting my hair at the barber shop. I was cutting my hair and guys were discussing. Everybody was there discussing. People were talking about relationship. People were talking about girlfriend and all that. One guy from nowhere, the guy said, marriage abroad is nonsense. I looked at him. I said, why did you say it's nonsense? He said, marriage abroad is just useless. I said, why are you saying that? He said, this kind of marriage that we live abroad, do you think is marriage? You stay at home. Your wife is not at home. You're not even home. Your wife is going to work. You are coming back. Your wife is not even giving you sex. Your wife does not cook. You go and cook. A lot of married men that I know in America here eat outside. What does that tell you? Their wife think they have husbands. Hey, you don't have husband again, no. If your husband is that man that I know, for 1 week, that man has been buying food from one woman's booth. There's one woman that will drive. She always cook. She'll put the food in coolers. She'll bring the food to barber shop where we cut hair. She will be selling the food in her booth, in her trunk. You see married men buying food, eating, and their wives are home. You don't have a husband again, no. I have seen married men. All the time I see them, they are buying food. Buying food. One of them that I asked, he said, my wife is at work. If you cannot cook for your husband because of work, that man is not your own. No. You don't know. I'm telling you now. Some of you don't like this honest truth that I'm saying now. You don't have a husband anymore. You have a roommate. Your husband will tell you, I don't like what you are doing. If you do that again, I will be very mad. You tell him, man, shut up. Get out. Because you are in America. Because you are overseas. Your husband will say something. You tell your husband, shut up. Because you make your own money. Your husband will say something. You say, get out. Because you pay part of the bills. No. It shouldn't change the values. It shouldn't change the fact that you are a woman. I don't care how much money you make. Some of you, because you make money, you talk trash at your husband. I don't need you. Get out. You don't need him. Okay. With the hope of you getting another man. My sister, no better man outside though. Some of you, women with husbands at home, you think you have a better man outside. There is no better man outside. All the men outside, some of them don't even want responsibilities. Some of the men outside, most of them, don't even want to get married. Go and see them. 45 years old, single. Some of them 55 years old, single. They're not ready to get committed. So that your husband that finally got committed to you and you have children for, keep him up. Because if you leave him, no other man will marry you. First of all, you know we, men, we are judgmental. We, African men, you know the way we think is different. As soon as we approach you, you tell us, I used to be married. I'm not married again. Oh, one chance. As soon as we approach you, I have 3 children for my husband, but we are not married again. We will run. We go run. I'm telling you the truth. Don't let any man deceive you. I can love you for who you are. By the time you finish taking all the ingredients plus your money, he will run. No other man want to take responsibility of another man's bullshit. No other man want to take responsibility of another man's kids. Don't mind those boys out there that will tell you, I can take care of your kids for you. I can be their father. You can be their father. Why don't you have your own children? You they forbid children, or your sperm not they work again. Don't let those single boys out there deceive you that even though you're a single mother with 3 children, they can still love you for who you are. Before you know it, they will get into you twice. You call their number will not go through again. The next day you call, somebody else will pick and say wrong number. You will now come and be crying to your friends, disturbing your friends with your stupid reasoning. Don't let, I'm telling you, from a man's perspective, and African for that matter, you leave your husband to your own detriment. Appreciate him. Continue to love that man. He does not have swag. Manage him like that. He does not have one teeth. Manage him. Even if you are kissing him and your teeth is getting in between, remove your teeth and kiss him again. Maybe you go get lucky, you no go enter that same hole. You have a husband, he has big head. Manage him. There's nobody that can be like your husband. Stop comparing. All those boys that you see that wear Gucci belts, post on Instagram, look for somebody's car and post beside. You are eyeing them. They are eyeing you. They will inbox you, DM you on Instagram. Hi, baby. You will reply. Hi. They will tell you, you look beautiful. You tell them, and you too. In your mind, you've caught a boyfriend. In your mind, you've found a boy that has swag. Okay. Then he will tell you, are you single? You tell him, oh, no, I'm married. But you give him that attitude of being interested. He will first of all look at you. Okay. This married woman. Okay, Black says she won't mingle. Okay, if this married woman wants to mingle, that means she's the bad woman. That means she's evil. That means she's not a good woman. Okay. If she's not a good woman, why would I be good? He will not be lying to you. For you as a married woman, have interest on a single guy. Already you told that single guy that you are evil. Maybe that's why your husband cannot even stay with you. Now he will begin to play games with you. In your mind, you found a boyfriend. He's using you. Please, stay put to your husband. Keep your husband JJJ and appreciate him. And if you allow devil walk and you now leave your husband and follow that guy, you're doing yourself. Shine your eyes, ladies. I'm talking to the married women especially. If you divorce your husband and you think all the guys that have been talking to you since that made your head big, that made your head swell, that made you talk trash at your husband, all those guys that have been telling you those sweet things that made you talk nonsense, that made you tell your husband, fuck off. By the time you divorce your husband, they will run. A guy will approach you. Let me tell you, ladies, now, for some of you that don't know. Let me tell you, ladies, I'm a guy. I'm telling you guys, as a guy. I'm telling you, ladies, I'm trying to let you ladies that don't know what is going on out there. You see, some of you will say, after all, Mary is a single mom. She found love. Okay. Kamara was a single mother. She got married again. And me, I can divorce my husband. I will look for another man. My sister, everybody's destiny is not the same. Oh. You may divorce your husband and you remain single forever. No man will come close. And first of all, let me give you an example. Because I'm advising you people will not take it. Let me give you an example. If I meet a woman. Hi, you look beautiful. She smiled. Thank you. I say, can I have your number? She gives me her number. Okay. I've saved the number.
Tomorrow, I call you. How you doing, honey? How you doing, love? How you doing, sweetie? To make your head big. In your mind, you find love, Abi. You're on a long thing, no? Are you single? No. I was married. I have 2 children. Me and my husband, we are not together. I live alone. Everything about me will change. I will not be thinking about your children. Me, I don't even want to have my own kids. I will take off your own kids where another man gets. Are they crazy? That's number 1 thinking that African man would think. Number 2, I don't want to be calling you and your kids are there making. Some men cannot stand it. Number 3, the reason why you are not married, we think you are a witch. We think you don't have manners. We think you have bad character. We think you are not a good woman. We think you are possessed. We think you are evil. Even though you are the best woman in the world, but that is what we would think. That is society today. That is African mentality. That's the way we reason. We think every single mother is evil. We think every single mother cannot be a good wife. We think every single mother is not a good woman, even though the husband was the evil one. But we judge single women and single mothers. How many of you understand what I'm saying? How many of you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right to do it, but I'm saying that is what we think. So if you're a single mother, before a man will be serious with you, his family, especially African men that I know, his family will first of all tell him to be very careful of you because you don't look like a good mother. If you're a good mother, you cannot be having kids and be living alone. The mentality that we Africans have, we think as a single mother, you have 2 children, you are living alone. That means men come there to sleep with you and give you money. That means men come around every time. That means men will be sleeping with you easily. That's what we think, which is not always the truth, which is not always right. But that is the mentality that we African men have. We have a lot of single mothers that are good women. We have a lot of intelligent single mothers. We have a lot of nice single mothers who are wife materials, but they are very unfortunate to be with the wrong man. But we Africans, we think every single mother is not a good woman. We think every single mother is evil. So if you have the intention of acting stupid now to leave your husband for those boys out there that wear gold chain, that is doing swag on the street, you will regret it. That your husband that you think is useless will be very, very useful to another woman that know how to keep a man. The mentality that we have as Africans is wrong to judge single mothers. There are so many hard-working single mothers that work for their money, that go to work, come back, and cook for their kids. They don't sleep around with different men. They don't chase men around. They don't sleep with men for money. But we Africans, the way we think, oh, single mother, you have kids already, you divorce your husband, you are a shower, you are a prostitute, you are a bad woman, that's why your husband cannot stay. That is what 90% of African men would think. As a result, no man will marry you. Keep your husband if you have one now. Respect him, adore him, cherish him, and appreciate him. That's my home preaching for today. For some of you who would think, oh, I don't care what you talk about. I don't care what you are saying. I've said my own. I've said my own. If you're watching me right now, I make videos on Instagram and I talk about relationship and I talk about situations like this a lot on Instagram. Go follow my Instagram. It's called King Bright Official. Follow my page. I'll follow you back. I'm not one of those people who you follow their page and they won't follow you back. Go follow my Instagram page, King Bright Official. And I have one last thing to say before I leave. And this last thing that I'm going to say, please, if you're a woman, you're watching me, listen carefully. How many of you are ready to listen to this last thing that I want to say? How many of you share this video yet? I want to say this last thing before I go. And this is going to be beneficial to women. I want to say this last thing before I leave, and this is going to be beneficial to women and the married ones. Before I go ahead and say it, I want you to share this video. I want you guys to share this video. How many of you share this video yet? I want you to like this video. Like this video. I want to go ahead and say this real quick before I call it a day. And this is going to be the last. How many of you are ready to listen to this last thing that I'm going to say here? And this is going to be the best advice to every woman, single or married, watching this video. How many of you share this video yet? I want you to follow my Instagram page. Follow my Instagram page real quick. Follow my Instagram page real quick. Follow my Instagram. It's called King Bright Official. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I want you to share this video. How many of you share this video yet? Share this video. I want to go ahead and tell you what I have to say right now. That we'll call it a day. I want to say this real quick. This is for single women and married women out there. I want to say this real quick. And this is the truth. This is the honest truth. I'm not going to lie to you. This is the honest truth. Before I say it, I want you to share this video. I want you to share this video real quick. Don't worry about men. Keep asking me about men. I will talk about the men tomorrow. I told you guys. When we're talking about women, let's focus on women. We'll talk about the men tomorrow. And the men, if I talk about the men tomorrow, I don't want the guys to tell me what about women. We're talking about women now. I want you to follow this page, share this video, and like this video. How many people did you invite to watch this video? I want to quickly say something about. I want to summarize everything that we've been saying real quick. Follow my Instagram page. How many of you follow my Instagram page yet? Follow my Instagram page. I'll follow you back. I want to say something real quick. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready to listen to this from King Bright? I want to say this quick. All the married women in the house, all the single girls in the house, listen carefully. I want to say this. Share this video, like this video. I'm waiting. I want to see 5 more people share this video. I want to see 5 more people share this video. I want to tell you guys something real quick. Who's ready? Who's ready? I want 4 more people to share this video. I want 4 more people to share this video. I want to say something real quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. I want to share this with you guys. And I want you guys to understand that it's not about because it's women, but it's all about because it's the topic of today. Okay, cool. Let me say this real quick. If you think in your heart that the relationship you have or the marriage you have is not a good one, I want to tell you this real quick. 1, there is no marriage that is perfect. But some of your friends on Facebook and Instagram make you feel like they have a perfect marriage. They are deceiving you. If you take the supposed quote unquote perfect marriage in Facebook and on Instagram as a yardstick for your own marriage, you will fail. No marriage right now is perfect. Number one. Number two, do not tell your friends your problems in your marriage. Most of your friends don't even like the fact that you are happy in your marriage. But some of you will not listen. Number three, never, ever, I don't care what your husband did to you, do not deny your husband of sex. My mom taught me that. My mom told my sisters that do not deny your husband of sex. Number four, do not ever think you will get a better man out there than your husband. Because there is no perfect man out there. Every man has his shortcomings. Is either you have a husband who smokes a lot but does not drink, or you have a husband who drinks a lot but does not smoke, or you have a husband who takes care of the house but has a bad character, but you have a husband who does not have money to take care of you but has the best character, or have a husband who is good in bed but poor, does not have money to take care of you and the kids, or have a husband who is not good in bed at all but very nice and loyal and honest, or have a husband who is a cheat but have a good heart, treats you good and take care of the family, or have a husband who does not cheat but evil-minded, can kill you. You cannot have it all. Always in your busy schedule, make out time to cook for your man. Cook for your husband. Some of you will say, what is there if I don't cook? Can't he go and buy food? Can't he cook? If you do not cook for your husband, the purpose of marriage is defeated. Some of you, your pastors will not tell you this because you go to this new generation church where it's all about money. If you do not do laundry for your husband, the purpose of marriage is defeated. Some of you will say, I work, I don't have time to cook for him. He can go to McDonald's and buy food. Okay, you're losing it. The purpose of that marriage is reducing. Make out time out of your busy schedule. Wash the dishes. Do not send your husband to go wash the plates. He never did it, and he will never do it and be happy, but he will pretend to be happy with it. Appreciate your husband. Some of you women don't appreciate your husbands at all. Some of you women do not appreciate your husbands. You talk trash at your husband. Why? I make my own money. Who is he? I pay part of the rent. Who is he? I don't care if he leaves. I can find another man to replace him. I can take care of my children. I have my own money. Money is not marriage. If he tells me to get out, I will leave. After all, there are so many men out there. There are so many men out there. Not so many men are ready to get married. There are so many men out there who will only sleep with you and keep it moving. And There are women out there. I'm trying to put this out to you, married women and single women out there. There are women out there that will deceive you and tell you, I can be single and be happy. What is there? I don't have to be married. I don't have to answer to a man. I don't have to be somewhere and the man is calling me. I don't have to cook to him for a man. I don't have to be like you that will go home and you want to go cook for your husband. And you begin to think, maybe it's true. Maybe I don't have to be with this man anyway. If my friend can be happy single, maybe I have to be like my friend. Your friend is home every day wishing she was you, but she's not going to tell you. She want to bring you to the club of single women that men will sleep with and never be with. Your friend is telling you, I want to be single, I don't care. I don't need a man to be alive. I don't need a man to make money. It's a lie. She don't have a good attitude. She cannot have a man. She cannot find a man. You that you have a man, you want to throw away your own man because your own friend who is wishing to have a man but cannot find a man is misleading you and making you as a result to talk trash at your man and have your man go. Then the day you tell him, I've left him, she will be happy. Give her 2 months. She will come and tell you, I just found this man who loves me. He's God-fearing. I think I want to be with him. Let me give him a try. And you left your husband already. And the girl or the lady or the woman that made you leave your husband just found the man that will marry her. Who would you tell your predicament? Who would you tell your situation? Even God will not forgive you. God will never forgive you. I left my husband because I thought I could find another man. I left my husband. Look at my friend that deceived me to leave my husband. Look at my friend now is getting married next month. Yes. The reason why you left your husband because your friend told you that she's happy being single and you want to be like your friend, because your friend can go to parties, nobody will call her, because your friend can go to nightclub, nobody will query her, because your friend can have different men and you want to be like your friend, you want to be free. Now that your friend found love and left you, you are crying to the gods. The reason why you fell for that is because you are stupid and because you did not know the values and the purpose of your marriage with your husband. You allow a male girl with a porous mind, as a single girl who cannot even get herself a man, to deceive you to leave your husband that you have kids for. And you want to be a single mother because she told you that single mothers are making it out there. Tell me, how many single mothers are making it out there? Society till today, home and abroad, still judge women who are not married. Talk less of women with children. They still judge them. Let's not deceive ourselves. Keep that your husband. He's not good. Yes, keep him. He is evil. Keep him. The next man that you meet might even be worse than your husband. The devil you know is better than the angel that you don't know. A bird at hand is better than millions in the bush that you don't even know if you can catch. That husband of yours that will go to work and come back and tell you, baby, I'm back home. You are there making your mouth. I'm tired of this marriage. I want to leave. Because you think you will find another man that will be better than him. Any single guy you meet out there that is telling you he's better than your husband, I want you to ask him one good question. How many of you know the question that you should ask a single guy that you want to leave your husband for? Who can tell me the question? The single guy that you think is better than your husband, one question that I want you to ask that guy. Who can tell me that question? Because he told you he's better than your husband and you want to leave your husband for him. You want to leave your boyfriend for him. I want you to ask him one question. Who knows what the question is? Who knows what that question is? The question that you ask a guy that is making you to leave your boyfriend, or a guy that is making you to leave your husband. Who can tell me the question to ask that guy? Who can tell me? What is the question to ask him? Tell me what question to ask him. A guy that is telling you, I'm better than your husband don't treat you good. Your husband does not remember your birthday. Your husband does not give you money to make your hair. Your husband does not tell you you are beautiful. Your husband does not tell you you are sexy, but me, I tell you every day. One question you should tell the man is, you are 40 years old. In all the women that you've been telling that they are beautiful, that they are sexy, why have you not found one to get married to? And see how that man will stammer, will not even be able to tell you anything. All the women that he has been telling, oh, you are beautiful, your hair is nice, because he wants you to leave your husband, he wants you to leave your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Why has he not married any one of them? And why is he single? Why is he waiting for you as a married woman, or waiting for you as a single woman who is in a relationship? You see that such a guy is not even a good man that you want to marry to. All the while this man is 40 years old. You see a man is 45, 48 years old. He's telling you, I want to get married to you. You are my type. And this man start having sex at the age of 18. And he's 48. He has been having sex for the past 30 years. He has not found a girl out of those girls that he has been sleeping with. It's you that he's waiting for. Is it not enough reason for you to know that you should run for your life? Is it not enough reason for you to know that that man is not the type to be with? You see, this man will put their hands and wear suits and carry one useless briefcase and be telling you, hi, baby, hi, sexy, hi, sweetie, hi, honey, hi, angel, you look beautiful. I want to be your boyfriend. I want to date you. I will marry you. And you tell them, I have a boyfriend. They will tell you, I will do better than your boyfriend. You will do better than your boyfriend. All the girls you've been dating, what happened to them? And some women are still falling for this. Some women will not still understand what I'm saying. Some women will still believe those men. Some women will still believe that man saying, I will marry you at the age of 48. That man picking. That man children supposed to enter college. You still they believe and say, now you, they wait for. All this I'm saying, I'm just telling women that don't understand, that don't even know what is going on. Some of you women that will just think this life is just easy. You throw away what you have. You travel all the way from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Africa to Europe. You live with your husband for almost 10 years. You have 3 children. Now you are still thinking of leaving your husband. You want to go marry another man. You want to go look for a better guy. You want to, at what age? You are 48 years old woman. You are 50 years old woman. You are talking about divorce. Where you they go? Who won't marry you? All those guys there deceiving you, they will marry you. All they need is your money. You give them money. The day you stop giving them money, they will leave you alone. You know what we call them? Old cargoes. They will just deceive you for nothing. They are not interested in you. There are so many youngsters. There are so many succulent. There are so many beautiful young girls, 25 years old. They are still looking for husbands. They cannot find even a good man. Talk less of you, 48, 3 children. You are leaving your husband because you want to go look for a better man. Where the better man they? Give yourself brain and stay in one place and appreciate that man for who he is. Young girls of 28 years old, young girls of 25 with good work, educated, they have their masters. Beautiful. Breasts still stand. Nyash still stand. Belly still flat. They never find better man outside. You they believe all those yeye men to leave your husband to go marry them. Go and meet those single girls to tell you how difficult it is to find a good loyal man, honest man. Most of those guys out there, they have a relationship already. They are just there to deceive you. Go and meet single girls. Single girls will tell you married women what they are going through. Single girls out there will tell you married women that want to leave your husbands what they have been through and what they are going through. Yes, today's topic is wire. Today's topic is the bomb. We're talking about women that don't appreciate and lost their values as women. Single women will tell you what they've been through, what their eyes have seen. A lot of single women today cannot even tell you what they've been through because you will laugh at them. There are single women today, all because they're looking for a relationship, all because they're looking for a husband. They've slept with 20 men in a month. Different men deceiving them, different men coming to them with different sweet talks. You that you have a husband, you want to leave to go find a man. Single girls will tell you, do not leave. Those are the good ones that will tell you. The bad ones will tell you, leave. You will find another one waiting. How many men out there, how many men watching me right now will be honest? Guys, if you are watching me, be honest. How many of you men out here now will be ready to marry a single mother? Be honest. Don't fake it. Oh. Don't lie because you are online so that these women will think you're a good person. Be honest. How many women right now think guys out there will willingly marry them with children? It's difficult. Not in today's world. Where Instagram, you have young girls there showing their breast and yash. You have Facebook showing beautiful young girls. Do not let anybody deceive you out of your marriage, out of your home. Manage it. Marriage is not sweet. And marriage is not bitter. Anybody that tells you that marriage is sweet from beginning to the end, they are pretending they are married. In marriage, we have arguments. We have quarrel. We have issues. We have times when we don't even talk to each other. We have times when we don't even speak. We have times when we don't even have sex. That is marriage for you. Manage it like that. If the men in the house will be honest with me, the way I'm being honest, they will tell you. How many of them will tell you right now the truth? A lot of us cannot marry single mothers. We cannot. We are scared of you. We are scared that you will not be able to stay. We are scared that you will not be a good wife. That is how society judge single mothers. Because right now we see African women, they come abroad and they begin to talk, my husband, I want to leave. I'm tired of this marriage, I want to leave. Where are you going? All the men out there, they will chop and run. Leave them alone. I'm telling you, where are the men in the house? Where are the guys? Be honest, man. Men, are they honest now? The guys in the house, be honest. Where are the guys? Please be honest to these ladies so they will understand where I'm coming from. How many guys right now in the house watching this video will willingly marry a single mother? Out of all the single girls, beautiful young girls who never born pikin, beautiful young girls where the breast stand like popo, beautiful young girls where the nyash stand like V-boot. Those young girls with flat tummy, yet they are still crying, looking for a boyfriend, talk less of husband. Then you that you are married, you have children already, you have a husband, you cannot appreciate your husband. You think the reason why your husband is with you is for your body. No. Your husband loves you. Your husband appreciates you. Your husband is not for the body anymore because your husband knows that the breasts don't fall. The boobs are falling already. The nyash not stand again. So your husband is not there for your body. Your husband is there for your soul. Your husband is there because he appreciates you. He loves you. He cares. Your husband is there because he cherishes you. Your husband is not there because of your body anymore. A man that you have 3 children for, what is sex again? You think he's marrying you because of your body again? No. Your husband that you have 3 children for, you think your breast is what he's looking for? You think your boobs is what he's looking for? You think your nyash is what he's looking for? No. So appreciate him for being in that relationship, that marriage, and stay and be in that marriage with him. Stop looking for those young guys outside that will wear expensive things. I just hope the guys in the house will be honest with me. I hope they will be honest and tell you girls the truth for real though. Like, if y'all want to be honest for real, like, how many of y'all dudes out there for real, that will marry a single mom, like a single mother out there? You want to say a single mother with children, you want to really propose to that woman. How many of you guys dudes out there will truly do that for real? Be honest. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong if y'all think I'm playing. Prove me wrong if y'all think I'm lying. How many of you dudes out there will truly marry a woman with kids? If y'all want to be honest, if y'all want to say the truth, y'all will tell these ladies for real that a lot of we guys will judge women with children that are not married. But y'all don't want to be honest. But I know for some dudes, y'all want to be honest for real, and y'all want to be real 100%. But guess what? Because these young dudes, because these single guys out there want to sleep around with you, they will tell you all the sweet things. Some of you will even leave your boyfriend and run after one celebrity that don't even have your time. Some of you ladies out here, I'm talking about the single girls now. Some of you single girls, your boyfriend, you don't appreciate him anymore. You're running after celebrities on Instagram. A celebrity will post a picture you like. A celebrity will post a video. You say, wow, dope. You use all the sweet words. Some of these celebrities don't even acknowledge you. Some of these celebrities don't even care. If you check some of these celebrities, when they get married, their girlfriends, their wife that they get married to don't even like their posts. So if you are liking a celebrity's picture because it will marry you, you're wasting your time. So if you're liking a celebrity's picture and you refuse to acknowledge your boyfriend, you will remain single for long. The next day you open your Instagram page, the celebrity that you're hoping for is married. Some of you, your boyfriend will post a picture, you will not like it. But you go and like the band picture. The band will not marry you. Manage the boyfriend that you have and build a life with him. Some of you ladies, your boyfriend will make a video. You will not like it. You will never view it. But you go and view Chris Brown video. Chris Brown will not even marry you. I remember one time when Banky W got married, some girls were talking about, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. And you finally got married after you broke so many people's hearts. He did not break your heart. He did not break your heart. You broke your own heart because you believed he was going to marry you. Like I said, some of these celebrities will not marry you because you like their pictures. Go and like your boyfriend picture. Go and like your husband picture. Some of you will say, my husband have only 20 followers. You cannot even go on his page. You want to be around your celebrities that have 1.5 million followers. Oh, my boyfriend don't have enough followers. Okay. You're looking for followers, Abby. You will follow until you are 50 years old and single. Then that time you go to church, go to disturb all the pastors for church. Then that time you hear this ladies talking about, I don't need a man. I like my life like that. You cannot find one. Yes. This topic will provoke a lot of ladies. Yes. A lot of you don't want to appreciate what you have. I'm teaching you how to appreciate what you have. A lot of you will not appreciate your man. I'm teaching you how to appreciate your boyfriend or your husband. Some of you will say, I can be a single mother. What is there? I live in the United States. I live in the US. After all, there are so many single mothers. You cannot stand what they stand. I live in Europe. Being a single mother is not a crime. It's not easy to be a single mother. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. It's not easy to be a single mother. Single mothers go through a lot. It's not easy as a single mother to be with kids. I don't care if that man is paying child support. It's not easy to be a single mother. Single mothers are going through a lot. We know that. Single mothers cannot stand certain things. I'm a single mother, and so what? I can find a man. How many men today will marry a single mother. I want them to come out. A lot of them will date you and leave. How many men today want to carry another woman, man's wahala? How many women today think a man will see you and want to marry you after your 4 children or 5 children or 6 children? No man want to carry responsibility. Some men are single. They can't even take care of themselves. Some single men cannot take care of themselves. Talk less of marrying you and taking care of another man's children. Is that not enough reason for you to know that you have to be with your husband till death do you part? Sometimes when I listen to women talk about, I don't care, I can do what I like. Do what you like. But make sure when you do what you like, that man may not be yours anymore. You cannot cook for your husband, okay. He will go and buy food. Remember that if your husband is buying food today, the moment he eats, while he's eating his food, he's thinking about another woman that can cook for him, not you. Your husband will never buy food and be happy. For some of you who don't know. Your husband can never just say, okay, I can buy food and my wife doesn't know how to cook or my wife does not want to cook. I'm good with that. No. And some of you will wonder why your husband will go to Nigeria. He will look for another woman and get married to. And you begin to talk about they snatch him. They snatched him? No. You pushed him away. How can I wash your clothes? Am I your houseboy? Am I your house girl? You are not, okay. You are not his house girl. He will go and find a house girl that can do those things. Because you think now you are abroad, you can do what you want. You are in America, you are westernized. You are not Beyonce, you are not Rihanna, you are not Kim Kardashian. How much money do you even have that you cannot cook for your husband? Beyonce said it. Yeah, Beyonce said, I cook for my husband, Jay-Z. Beyonce is worth $500 million. Some of you women that always talk about, I cannot cook for my husband. I'm busy. I'm working. Some of you don't even have $2,000 in your account. You're talking about you cannot cook for your husband. Some of you ladies will talk about, I cannot cook for my husband. You don't even have money. Some of you will talk about, if my husband cheats on me, I will leave. I cannot marry a husband that will cheat. Beyonce, that some of you want to be like. Some of you want to fix your hair like Beyonce. Some of you want to be like Beyonce. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Did Beyonce leave? I'm asking a question. Is Beyonce still married? Some of you will be making mad. I don't care. I can be a single mother. If my husband cheats on me, I will divorce. Beyonce, that you listen to his music. Beyonce, that your hair want to be like his hair. Beyonce, that your clothes want to be like her clothes. You want to dress like her. You want to behave like her. You want to be independent like her. You want to have money like her. Did she leave her husband when Jay-Z cheated? No. And you want to leave your husband because a girl called your husband. Who is that girl? Who is that girl that you're talking to? Who is the girl that they said? Who is that girl that they said they saw you with? Who is that girl that you dated? I don't want this marriage again. After all, your friends told you can be single mother. You leave. Why Jay-Z wife not leave? Hillary Clinton, why did she leave Bill Clinton? Kevin Hart, why the wife didn't leave Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart confessed that he cheated. For some of you who cannot stand a man that cheats, I cannot stand a man that cheats, but you want to be like women that marry men that cheat. Fuck out of here. Yes, this topic, a lot of you ladies will not like it, but I will tell you. This is not a matter of encouraging people to cheat. We're not talking about men should cheat. We're not talking about women or men should abuse women. We're not talking about men should do some crazy thing. But what we're talking about is some of you people copy the Western world, but cannot copy the other things that are good. You walk around right here in the United States where I live, a lot of married men that I know, a lot of them buy food outside. Why do they buy food outside? Because they marry a woman who is Americanized, because they married a woman who is Westernized, because they married a woman who made her nails. Her nails are popping. My nails are popping. I cannot cook for my husband because you have human hair, goat hair. You have makeup that you cannot wash clothes anymore for your husband. You cannot do the things that a married woman should do for her husband. You cannot do the things that African women used to do because right now you are a slave queen, slave mama, and you think you have a husband. That husband is your roommate. He might not tell you, but his mind is off that marriage. Like I said, today is for the married women. and single women. Tomorrow we'll talk about the men. Okay? Share this video. Share this video. How many of you share this video yet? We're talking about some real conversation right here. Some real topic right here. Share this video. How many of you share this video yet? I want you to follow me on Instagram too. I'll follow you back. You hear some men here in America talking about, I've not slept with my wife for 6 months. And in the woman's mind, you think you are punishing your husband with sex. He's having it every day outside. As a matter of fact, your husband is sleeping with another woman outside if you think you are starving him of sex. For some of you who think your only weapon is to refuse your husband of sex, he will get it outside. Sex is cheap. If your husband cannot get it for free, he will buy it. There are women out there who will give him. That your husband that you think is useless, another woman will appreciate him. That your husband that you think is good for nothing, another woman is praying to get a man, just a man. If you think I'm lying, ask American women. American women don't even care whether their husband work or not, as long as they have a man at home. A lot of you African women want to adopt, want to follow the system of Western world. You want to do what they do. You don't want to cook anymore. You don't want to do anything that an African woman would do. And you think your husband is happy. A lot of you just want to copy. You want to be independent. Hey, I get my own job. I'm working. I have my own money. I don't need a man. You need that. You need a man. You are lying. You cannot find one. Or you cannot get one. Or no one is coming for you. You're talking about all these people that are married. I don't care if you are married. They should be married. Me, I don't want any man. I can live without a man. I don't care. Even if she's married, she thinks she's the only one that can get married. If I want to get married, I can get married. You cannot. You don't have. You are single because you have bad character. You are single because your attitude is bad. You are single because you don't have respect for men. You are single because you don't know how to approach things. You are single because you think money can solve it for you. You are single because you want to be like Beyonce. But Beyonce is married, auntie. You are single because you are in America. You are in Europe. You think single people are better than married people. It's a lie. You are single. You think, oh, because if you want to get married today, you get married. Get married now, let's see. Marry, make we see. Marry. As a matter of fact, I won't come be the MC for your marriage, for your wedding. Marry, let's see. If you think to marry is easy, a guy will approach you. Hey, who are you? I beg, get out, Joe. I don't need a man. I beg, get out, Joe. Why are you talking to me? I need if I need a man, I can get. Where your own and where the one where you get, you not get. All the while you've been talking, you can get a man, you can get a man, you can get a man. See, today, you sleep alone. Yes, this topic will provoke so many women, and I'm saying it like it is. You see your girlfriend, you are jealous because she has a husband, because she has a boyfriend, you are jealous. She talks something, you say, why are you talking to me like that? Because you are married. If I want to get married, I can get married. It's a lie. No man for you. There's not too many men want to get married again. A lot of men don't want to marry again. Some men are even trying to leave their marriage. You see your girlfriend, she's with her boyfriend, you are there disturbing them. Go and look for another man and be with, and leave those married people to enjoy their marriages. You want to discourage them to leave their marriages? Leave them alone. Let them. If that woman come to you and say, my husband is useless, leave them alone. It does not concern you. You are not a marriage counselor. You see some women, they are single, but they will be the one to give professional advices to married women. If you know how to advise married women, why can't you go and find a man and marry? Nonsense. You see some women, they are single. They will be the one advising their friends that are in relationship how to treat their husbands or their boyfriends. If you know how to treat men and you're advising your friends how to treat their husband, why can't you have a man and you are 40 years old? I beg, shut up. You cannot find a man. Yes, you will not like this truth. It's the honest truth. Yes, be angry. I'm telling you, because some of you need a man that will be angry to tell you the truth. I'm telling you the truth now. You see some women, 40 years old. They don't even have kids. They're advising you on how to take care of your children. Oh, you are spoiling your children. Oh, and look at your daughter. Your daughter is behaving like this. She does not have kids. You see some women, they don't have husband. They're telling you, your husband cannot be treating you like that. If it was me, I will make sure I show him pepper. If it was me, I will do him like this. If it was me, I will call the police. If it was me, he can never treat me like this. If you know how to treat a husband, if you know how to treat a man, why are you not married? That you are advising, you become a professional marriage counselor. You are advising women how to treat men, and you are single. Shut up. Just tell us your problem. Tell us you need help. Just tell us you need a man so that the men here will propose. There are so many single men here that are looking for a wife. They will propose to you. And stop deceiving people in relationship. Stop deceiving women or married women. How many of you share this video? Yeah, share this video. In case you've not shared this video, share this video. Share this video, okay? Tomorrow we're going to talk about the men. We'll talk about the men. No jokes. Tomorrow is for the men. We'll talk about the men tomorrow. There's no question. And I know the men will be pissed tomorrow. Share this video. Like this video. In case you've not liked this video, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share this video. My name is King Bright. We talk about some real shit on this page. We talk about relationship. We talk about marriage. We talk about sex. We talk about love. We talk about some life situations. We talk about things that could motivate us. We talk about everything. In case you don't know what I do, MC, an event host, a comedian, a motivational speaker, actor. I do all sort of things. Jack of all trades. In case you don't know, I live in the United States. Right about now, it's 3:35. I don't know where you live at. Tell me where you live at. If you're watching me for the first time, go ahead and tell me real quick. I want to give you a quick shout out. And in case you're not following my Instagram page, I do some real shit on Instagram page. I talk about relationship. I do some comic stuff on Instagram page. Go follow my page. My Instagram name is King Bright Official. In case you don't know, I appreciate you. In case you don't know, I love you. In case you don't know, I acknowledge you're watching this video. I know you could have been doing something else, but you decided to tune in to watch this video. Thank you so much, and share this video. Like this page. And for some of you who inbox me and tell me, oh, I don't understand when you come on live. I don't really get to say it when you come on live. The only way to know when I'm live is if you turn on your notification. It tells you turn on your notification, so when King Bright comes on live, you'll be the first to say it. And if you're not liking this page, like the page, I'm not saying this video, like this page. If you like this page, anytime I come on live, it gives you a notification that King Bright is on live, okay? And if you watch me for the first time, real talk. For some of you who have been following my page before, my Facebook page that was hacked into, I had a whole lot of followers. And for those of you who helped in building that Facebook page, I say kudos to you. This is a brand new Facebook page by King Bright, and I appreciate some of my followers coming back. And for some of you following my Instagram page, telling me, why don't I do live videos anymore? I'm beginning to do live videos, but guess what? Some of my live videos will provoke you for real. And if you're watching me for the first time, I say kudos to you. I say thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know some of you ladies will not like this video. I understand some of you are venting right now. Some of you are pissed off right now. Some of you don't like the fact that I'm telling you the truth. But guess what? The truth will really help you. It doesn't have to be sweet. It could be bitter, but it's going to help you in the long run for real, for real. So right now, if you want to really adhere to what I'm saying, cool. Listen to this video. Share it to your loved ones. Share it to married people that you want them to watch this video. Not too many things out there that you think is glittery. Not too many things that you think out there is rosy for real. Not too many relationship is perfect out there. So if you have a relationship, keep it. If you have a marriage, keep it. I'm telling you for real. People will pretend to have the perfect marriage out there, and you think you're suffering. You think you're not having a good one, and you end up leaving your marriage for something that is not going to work out. Not too many guys out there want to settle down. So if you're leaving your husband for a guy out there, he might not even want you for real. And if you're in a marriage right now as a married woman, which we know happens a lot right now, people are doing it, married women are doing it. You're dating a young dude and you are married. That young dude is not there for your love. That young dude sees you as a bad wife. He sees you as a bad woman. He's not going to love you. He's going to deceive you. And guess what? You end up being used by that young dude. And any man out there that you think you leave your husband for, he's not going to love you. He's not going to love you for real. He's not going to appreciate you. How many men watching me right now will appreciate dating a married woman and want to love that married woman? If I'm dating a married woman, why would I appreciate you? First of all, I see you as a cheat. First of all, I see you as being evil because I know you're cheating on a man, and I'm not going to be with you if you leave your husband for me. I will block you on my phone. And guess what? I'm telling you this because no man out there will tell you. You know why? Because some of them want to use you. Some of them want to sleep with you. Some of them want to use you for benefit, for something they want from you. And some of you women, some of you are very porous minded that you don't understand. When a man out there tells you you look beautiful, you begin to fall for them because you think your husband don't tell you. Your husband may not be telling you you're beautiful every day because he's busy trying to pay the bills. He's busy trying to take care of the kids. Your husband has been married to you for 20 years. What has you are beautiful got to do with him being in that marriage with you now? But a single dude out there has all the time to tell you you are beautiful. You're being brainwashed by that word, beauty. You're being brainwashed by that word, angel. And you want to leave your husband for him. He's going to run away. Stick to your husband. Appreciate your husband. Love your husband. Keep your husband. No man out there you think ever will be better than your husband. Cherish your husband. Cook for him. Give him sex. Acknowledge him. Don't compare him with any man. And with that being said, I'll say have a nice day. Peace out.